Live, ladies and gentlemen. You are tuned into the best night of the week, and I mean that, and I say that. I'm gonna keep saying it until it resonates. And when you be like, you know what? I need Thursdays. Thursdays is all about Fanatics. So tonight, you are watching Fanatics Live for the fans, by the fans. I'm your host, the moderator. I got my gentlemen with me. I got the fellas with me. They got a lot to discuss. We got a lot to unpack. Salute to y'all. Just want to check in, make sure everybody's good. Mark, how you doing, man?
Doing good. What's going on, fellas? Good to see
Good,
you
good,
Thursday
good.
night.
I know. Listen, man. I know last Thursday we couldn't get you because y'all was handling business. So I understand why you wasn't on last week. So listen, 2 weeks. Listen. Maybe can we get 2 weeks in a row when you on here? I don't know, man. We'll take it if we can get it because them
We're gonna
Cowboy
take it.
fans, they hit or
We're gonna
miss.
take it.
But I'm gonna leave that
Yeah.
alone. Cello, what's going on, Cello? How you doing?
You already know, all day, every day. Let's rock, man. I'm ready.
Got the cup too. Everybody got their cup. Tell them, Roscoe, don't play
Yes,
with me,
sir.
man. What's going on? New to the show, first time, but I guarantee you it won't be his last. What's up, Ruben? Salute to you. Shout out to you for joining us.
What's going on?
That's right, baby. That's right. What's up, Rube?
What's happening? What's
Like
happening?
that. How
Glad
you
to be
doing?
here. I'm good. Glad to be here. Glad to be here.
Good. Who you repping, man? Talk about your team real quick. Who the team that you represent behind you, man?
Oh yeah, Georgia native all day, man. Everything Georgia is me. That's where I'm from. That's where I rep. Die-hard fan forever.
Okay, I love it. Atlanta, man. A-Town. I see you.
That's what's
Yes.
up.
What's up?
No matter
Timmy,
what
what's
goes
up?
down.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
No matter
Everybody
what
came
goes
on with the
down.
Warriors jersey, yo.
Now, Timmy,
Came on with the
David, you like
Warriors.
too far up. All we see is your from your nose down. There you go. You got the
He
you got
trying to show off his jersey.
underneath you. Timmy, what's up, man? Salute, Tim. How you doing?
Doing okay?
Good, man. Good. David, I like that Warriors jersey. You might don't put it down, it might disappear, and I won't know nothing about it. But how you doing, man?
I'm doing good. Mine is what happened Sunday. We already discussed. We already went over that on Sunday, but I'm just ready to go. Thank you for having my brother on stage right now because
Word.
that's been my brother for the last 10 years, and
Oh,
we're
that's
just
what's up.
ready to go.
Word.
That's what's up.
That's
Hey, you
what's
gotta
up.
Nice
do something.
win.
You like a little too far, David. I need to make sure I can hear you. So wherever you position that is like your voice is like a little low. I don't want to turn you up too much, but you're a little too low. And you got
You
it
on
like
a laptop? You on a laptop?
No, I'm on my phone.
yeah, position it how you usually position it.
Yeah.
You got you're like underneath you or something.
Because I don't have my laptop right now. I can't find it, and that's so weird, but we're going
Prop
to
it
make it
up.
happen.
Prop it up. You know how that goes. Man.
One of them kids got it.
Exactly. What's going on, man? Like I told y'all, anybody that's tuning in, this is Fanatics Live, and we're gonna just get into it, man. We are in week 14. It's time. We almost there. Finish line is right there. We start NFL first. Finish line is right there. Everybody's team is on the bubble, in the hunt, leading their division. Everybody's sort of doing everything. Everybody's still in play a little bit. My Niners still in play. Giants right outside of being still in play, but can still get in it with a couple of losses, I guess. Maybe not.
Way
Atlanta,
out.
I don't know where Atlanta. I think Atlanta's
Way
on the
out.
bubble just like us, if I'm not mistaken. They might be in 4 or 5 win territory, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah, we got 5 and 8, I think.
Yep. So y'all right there in the
5 and 7. 5 and 7.
5 and 7. See. Then you got the Raiders. The Raiders is all they up there. They kind of comfortable right now until that loss. You know what happened on Sunday, which we already talked about. And then you got the Cowboys. Super Bowl or bust. The proclamation got made last week when we talked.
So
Put it
sweet.
on the air. It's documented.
So sweet.
Super Bowl or bust. So,
So sweet.
I
So
gotta
sweet.
go around the
So
table,
sweet.
around the
I love it.
sort of around and kind of start with everybody. But Mark, I think I'm gonna start with you. I'll give you a moment to kind of address what happened, what your coach said today, and then also talk about who the contenders are and who you really need to consider because they really serious out here and they stand a chance of taking it all the way. So I want y'all while he's talking, get your thoughts in your head. Try not to repeat it unless you genuinely feel that way. But otherwise, I want to know the why too. Don't just give me a team. You better know something about them why you defended them like that. So, either you saying they're a pretender or they the real deal. So, Mark, before we get into the pretender and real deal, what's your coach make, man? He making declarations. He being bold about it now. He trying to make up for his horrible motivational speech that he did a couple weeks ago.
Well, I remember. I remember. Maybe some of you guys are a little younger than me, but I remember Double J, Jimmy Johnson put in, 12-inch caps. We will win the game. There's nothing new for us when we do stuff like that. Only people are shocked if you're a non-Cowboy fan. If you think that the Cowboys is going into this game looking at Taylor Heineke and the Redskins on a 4-game winning streak and we're afraid, when the first time this season I got my whole defense literally coming back, everybody, there is absolutely no excuse this game. So it's funny because when we played Thursday night, I started hearing the We Won Cowboy chatter Sunday afternoon. Then it got a little louder Monday and Tuesday. We won Dallas. We won Dallas. So you've been calling us out, asking for us. My coach goes on TV and lets you know you can ask for us. But not only we going to go down to FedEx Field and kick your back in, we calling it. So if you asking me already if the dub is in effect, I'm already telling you I'm throwing them up. Man. I don't have to second guess it. I don't have to second question it. Don't you ever call my boys out at home when we've been beating up on you since your inception.
What makes them so comfortable though to talk like that? I mean, the 4-game winning streak, they 6-6. Y'all go in there.
If we keeping it a buck, nobody on this whole panel that's been an athlete ever went into any game thinking that they gonna lose.
Agreed.
Whether you keep it to yourself or whether you say it out loud, one thing you're gonna do is play to win. So if you're gonna play to win and a team is already calling you out, their fan base, as a coach, you assure your fan base. And you say to them, you know what? Yeah, you know what? We ain't planning on going there to get an L. So I would respect the fact that my coach had enough. He has enough confidence in my team that grande cojones in his team to go down there and represent the way that they're supposed to be. So,
right.
I'm. Don't ask me if I'm losing because I already know we winning.
Okay,
and that's where I'm at.
Since you so bold with it, and Ruben, I see your hand up. But since you so bold with it, give me a score projection, man. Give me what you see y'all winning by. What's the score?
Given the fact that I got Randy Gregory, Lawrence, Defensive Player of the Year, Diggs, another Defensive Player of the Year, Parsons, list could go on and on. I got the 3-headed monster wide receiver, 2-headed monster running back. I'll be disappointed if I didn't get at least 35 to 40 points.
Wow. Okay.
And I could care less what they get. So you're not gonna hear me go, 35 to no.
Okay.
I need 35 and a dub. Once I get 35, 40 will make me ecstatic. Then I can come back on the show and not have to say a word. But yeah.
So you do this. I know you got a lot of busy things, a lot of things that take up your time, right? If y'all lose, you do not do the Homer Simpson going into the bushes, bro. We need you to.
If I lose this game, I will be the first one to be on this show, and I will keep my mouth closed the whole show. But if I win, listen. If I win, no. Let me rephrase that. When we win, I don't want to hear people hate out of anybody after I call the victory 3 days ahead of time. Okay?
Cello,
you're not gonna not have a name and then think you're gonna beat America's team. It don't work that way, man.
Oh, that's disrespect.
Hello?
Ruben,
yeah, it don't work that way.
Ruben, go ahead. I wanted to get your thoughts. What you was gonna say?
I just got a question because y'all schedule wasn't that ain't that tough that y'all have this year. Now I got a question. The teams y'all at the top, y'all lost to the teams at the top.
No.
And you barely won some games on the teams at the bottom. Mm-hmm. Now, I need to see y'all to get it together for this home stretch because y'all got to face them Cardinals. Y'all got to face them Cardinals and y'all got to face them Eagles again. And that's a NFC rival game. So
Okay. I
you
like
still
that.
ain't close to the Giants. So I understand what you say. Y'all gonna win. You say y'all gonna win against the Giants, but you got to face them again.
Yeah.
But can I answer this question? What
Wait, hold
to
on.
be?
Remember, I'll give you a minute to speak for your team, and then I'm gonna find out from y'all who the pretenders are and who's for real. So, Mark, get ready to get to your meat and potatoes. But go ahead.
What I'm gonna say to you about that, Ruben, is we play the same three teams every single year. Giants haven't changed their game plan. They in the down year. Philly right now is mediocre. You don't know what you're gonna get from Philly week to week.
That's true.
Only reason Washington is on a winning streak because they've been playing teams under 500 the last 5 to 6 weeks. Now I could go and say Atlanta. Didn't y'all beat Tom Brady? Was it Brady or was it Green Bay? Which one was that Atlanta beat?
I don't think we beat Green Bay. We beat
I know y'all had a big win under your belt.
we beat the
Who?
Saints, but I don't know.
You beat the Saints. We just got finished beating the Saints, which has a top 5 defense. As a matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's top 3 defense. But don't quote me on that. But I know it's definitely top 5. All I'm saying is within our division, because some of the teams right now is either rebuilding or kind of shuffling quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying? The only team that's really any threat to us is Washington.
Okay.
But if we're at full strength like we are going into this game against Washington right now, that basically what sucks, they lost their number 1 pass rusher to injury, then they lost Sweat to COVID. So like I had said to a friend of mine, I like to get you at full strength. I told Cello, I like the Giants at full strength. So if you asking me if the Redskins got an advantage, I can't really see it when your 2 pass rushers going. Now, don't get me wrong, they D-line still intact. I'm not going to say anybody's running all over them, but I don't think that the Redskins, even at home, have enough firepower to put us away. But I do believe that we have enough to be able to put them away.
Okay, let me say this.
And that's being nice.
I like the confidence. I love when people talk greasy about and confident about their team. I love it. I wasn't able to do that for most of the year because we sucked until the last 4 weeks, like I said.
You do it for like 5 years, man.
So, but what I'll say this, and I said it the last 2 episodes, I said it to David, and it happened with the Raiders. Heineke is playing spoiler, man. Y'all sleeping on this young man. He trying to get that job officially, and he gonna be the difference maker that's gonna either make or break that game. So if y'all take him lightly,
we don't
in that game if y'all don't get on a young man doing that.
We look at Heineke like he Colt McCoy, son.
That's what I'm
and that's
talking
how we look at him. But what you're not saying is, this is what amazes me whenever I talk to non-Cowboy fans. Everything I hear is about Taylor Heineke. Yet my quarterback is up for damn near Player of the Year. I got 2 defensive players in the top 3 in their statistical category. My defense got at least 4 dudes with at least 5 sacks, 4 to 5 sacks. My one defensive end got 6, and he ain't played the last 2 games. Why are you not mentioning anything about the Cowboys and how the Redskins gonna stop them?
With that being said, that Super Bowl or bust, based on all of that you just mentioned, is very real. Anything less than a Super Bowl, like the deodorant commercial, will be uncivilized. I'm gonna tell that to you right now.
Unlike you,
don't let him off the hook, Press.
Hey, Ruben, I want you to understand this. Hey, Ruben, I want you to hear this too, please. Unlike my commentator who's a 49er fan with 5 Super Bowl rings but 0 confidence in his team, and he won't say Super Bowl or bust, that's the difference between the 2 of us. I'm a Cowboy fan, and every year I expect to go to the Super Bowl. When I have a great team, I damn sure expect to go to the Super Bowl. And happily, like you said, anything less than the Super Bowl is a bust.
Okay.
Period.
All right, let me get some other chime-ins with all that stuff. You said a lot. It's a lot to process. It ain't nothing new. You kind of been echoing the same thing from week 1. Actually, you've been echoing the same thing since the preseason of last year. It's the same thing every year. We tired of hearing Cowboy fans repeat themselves. But for
Every year.
Same old song.
Every year. Every year,
Same old song.
when you enjoy
Same old
success, you
song.
love success.
Right. David,
Good.
go ahead. Chime in, man. Let me hear from you.
The same old song that we hear from Dallas. I've heard this song for 25 years. I'm not trying to hear that from Dallas anymore.
You got a team where players go to die, and you talking to me about the same old song. You the graveyard of you the graveyard of dudes on the downside of their career, son. That's where they go to die. They go to the Raiders.
David, that's an interesting point because between you, the Raiders in Seattle, it seemed like people usually stop there on their way out to Canton.
Out. That's what it is. On their way out.
Go ahead,
You want to be on?
To you about the
Hold up, Mark. Let him go. Go ahead, David.
Let me explain something to you about the Las Vegas Raiders. We're not in rebuild. We're in fight mode.
Oh.
If we don't get there this year, we'll get there next year. I'm confident in what's happening there, even without having a head coach. We're a good team.
Y'all should have let
Dallas,
that
on
bum
the other
back in
hand,
the building anyway.
has problems.
You shouldn't have let that bum back in the building anyway.
Because the
I'm
rest
sorry.
of the NFC
I'm sorry.
is climbing and going. And Dallas
It's
is
okay,
stuck in the
Rube.
middle of, I have to win this year.
I don't like
or
Tom Gruden, man. I
next
don't like
couple
him.
years, they're going to be sucked. I'm
Yeah.
not worried
Can I ask you a
about us.
question? Wait, can I ask a question, David? So
David,
you telling me if,
like, whoa, David, I need you either closer or something because you not as loud as us. So it sounds like you talking some good stuff. But
this is
propel it.
this is what I don't understand, guys. If
Go ahead.
Dak Prescott was hurt all year last year, and the only thing you can say to me is, "Oh, you say this every year." My quarterback didn't play last year, so we probably wouldn't even be having this conversation. I already have 6, but guess what? He's playing this year, and the same thing he was supposed to do last year. Only thing that did was make him even more hungry because he was sidelined.
Okay.
What I want to say about the Raiders is, wait, let me finish. Since you bring us up and you say every year we say the same thing, you can't say anything every year because literally every single player that's been good or Pro Bowl that's on their way out, either 35, 36, 37, in their 30s, no longer 1,000-yard rusher. Y'all matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, McBoo, year before last, didn't they sign 3, 4 Cowboys? Jason Witten was there. Matter of fact, they was calling y'all the Los Angeles Cowboys one time because y'all signed so many Cowboys on your squad thinking you was us. But in saying that, dog, I would much rather stay in the position I'm at with my team than to be a Raider fan knowing for a fact every year, no, you are fighting, but you are also rebuilding, dog. You doing that same thing too.
Rebuttal that, David. That's a good point. Y'all do seem like
how can you say that?
Go ahead.
How can you say that when the primary truth is this? Why the Eagles draft well, why the Giants, even in dysfunction, draft well, while Washington
y'all draft well too.
No. Hit me out.
Let him go.
While Washington is in rebuild mode, but their game behind y'all are all catching up to y'all when y'all gonna have cap issues next year and the year after and the year after. You paid an average quarterback and an average
telling me about my
running
cap
back and an average of the mill wide receiver.
Yeah,
to sacrifice your future, and they have not won y'all anything.
First and foremost, you don't know nothing about my cap.
Okay.
So Dallas is going to be finished while the rest of those teams in the NFC East is on the upcome. Don't tell me about Dallas. Don't talk to me about Dallas.
Name a time when the Cowboys
in 25 years.
Hold on. Let me mute Mark for a second. Mark, hold on. You've been talking a lot. Give me a second. I'm muting you.
When the last time the Raiders went to the Super Bowl, son?
2002, not 1996.
Larry Brown all them times. That's the only
and
time
you didn't win. So that don't mean nothing if you don't win. It don't mean nothing.
2006.
It don't matter if you don't win.
So let me ask you this, David. Hold on, Mark. We offer your Cowboys for a second because I need you to get your. I'm gonna go to David for my question. Since clearly he's not impressed by the Cowboys, David, who is somebody that we need to take serious, and who is a pretender? It sounds like you got the Cowboys as a pretender. Who's serious and who's a pretender?
I'll
Mark, I'm
give
gonna
you
come
the
back to you after
4
that.
teams in football who have the chance to win the Super Bowl.
Okay,
Green Bay Packers, because of Aaron Rodgers.
can't argue that.
New England Patriots, because of Bill Belichick.
Come on, man. Come on,
I've been
man.
saying Green Bay. I've been saying Green Bay this whole show.
Not Green Bay. I'm talking about Mac Jones, man. Come on, man. I don't know about that. Super Bowl?
I
Yeah,
don't believe it.
Belichick coaches. Belichick coaches.
We beat them.
Okay, who's the other two?
Tampa Bay Buccaneers
Can't argue that.
and all of our favorite, who should be our second favorite, the Los Angeles Rams. Those are the 4 teams I see.
So you don't
You
have
left out Tennessee?
No,
don't have
Kansas
Kansas
City is a
City in
fraud. Kansas City
You
is
left
a
out
fraud.
Tennessee. You left out Tennessee.
well, with Henry being hurt, I can kind of see that a little bit. With Henry being hurt, that's probably why. Otherwise, they
Yeah.
probably would.
That's
why they signed Adrian
But
Peterson.
those are 4 teams. Those are 4
No,
teams.
he not what Adrian's with the Seahawks. He just scored a touchdown on us on Sunday. That's the only reason why I know.
Mm.
He ain't with
Yes,
the-
he did, and I forgot to gag you on Sunday.
Yeah, I know, man. He like 50
You let a
years old.
36-year-old running back score a
Man.
touchdown against you.
Couldn't believe that, man. I'm like, we hurting. All right, Cello, Mark, I'm gonna come back to you. Cello,
quiet.
pretender, and who's for real? You can tell me about your Giants. I mean, we talked about it a little bit. Save your Giants to the end because we dove in that on Sunday. Give me your pretenders. Give me who's for real. It don't have to be 5 teams, like 4 teams, like David, but give me who and who. Why? Give me that. Who you got? I know Green Bay's
Come
up
on,
there.
man.
Aaron Rodgers, man.
You already know. You already know, man. You know the Cowboys is pretenders since '96.
Oh, they pretenders?
Listen,
Wow.
it ain't gonna change. Huh? You said what?
I want to know why. Give me the why that they're pretenders. What
Why
what
they
about them
pretenders?
says that they're
Why they
not who they claim
pretenders?
they are?
First and foremost, come on, man. Look at like how Ruben said, man. Look at the teams they beat. They started off 7-1.
Mark,
Now
don't
we're
say
start.
that.
You know what? You know when the
Right.
season starts going,
Yeah,
we starting to see the real identity of teams.
that's true.
And the identity of Cowboys is what has always been these past 19 years, the Super Bowl drought Cowboys, the pretender Cowboys as every year. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be the same old thing. Groundhog Day is coming. I consistently tell you that. Don't talk to me about no NFC East championship. Don't talk to me about winning Washington football team. We talking about Super Bowl. Anything else, I don't care. They're not gonna be Green Bay. They're not gonna even reach the Super Bowl. So
Wow.
my pretender is the Dallas Cowboys,
Where you
and
got
I
your-
apologize. Man, no, I don't apologize. I feel sorry that your son is even a Cowboys fan. I see the comments that he's making, and I'm like, dang, he didn't even see a Cowboys Super Bowl,
You know?
just like Trey ain't see a Cowboys Super Bowl. Man, I feel sorry for them, man. Hey, Press, you should have at least did a little harder, tougher job. I think Mark was just talking, and they believed in the marketing scheme that they give you every year. They bought into it, but they never seen the Super Bowl for themselves. So that's the pretender, and the contender I would say is Green Bay Packers. You got to
Green Bay
give them.
Packers. So who
You
you
got to
got
give
for
it to the
AFC?
Green Bay Packers.
So you got
this year.
them. Who you got for AFC? So
For
Cowboys
AFC,
to know. You got Green Bay going, and who's your other team that you need to watch out for? AFC.
for AFC, man, the AFC's kind of tough, man.
That's a tough one, yeah. Ruben and Timmy, get ready.
It's
Mark,
kind of
I'm
hard
gonna come
because
back to you for yours. I just let you stew a little bit. Go ahead, Stella.
yeah, AFC's kind of hard because
Nobody wants to win the AFC.
it's like it's I ain't gonna front. I don't even got
Raiders,
an
it's
answer
the
for
Raiders.
that, man. I don't even got an answer for the AFC, honestly. I'm
Raiders
not
for
sure,
you, Stella.
man.
I'm trying to sell them to you. Going once, going twice. Raiders.
I think
maybe?
I would say as far as pretenders, I ain't going front, man. I think the Patriots are pretenders, man.
Woo!
I think Patriots are pretenders, man.
I like that.
I think they having a good streak. They had a good streak, but I don't think, man. I think Belichick showing what he could do, but at the end of the day, I think they're gonna eventually bump into a better team, and they're just gonna lose. So I think they're the pretend. As far as contenders, I'm not sure, man. I gotta think about that. You can come back to me on
by
that.
the way, he got a message for you in case you didn't see it in
Why would the hate be real if they didn't win a Super Bowl since '96?
Listen, don't
I won't even.
You know why the hate is real? The hate is real because what you don't say and what none of y'all ever say, oh, the Cowboys barely lost to such and such. They barely lost to Tampa Bay. They barely lost to such. They didn't have them. It's good. I'm glad you feel that way.
Loss. Nobody
I will take the loss. I will take the loss. I will take the loss. Listen, the thing that kills me is, David, y'all completely stink, son.
Mute that brother.
Mello, the Giants completely stink, son. But yet you sit there still talking.
Same old song.
Mark. No,
hey, Ruben, I told you, this is the only place, Ruben, where the losers get more burn than the winners. So don't have a winning record, because if you do, you won't get no burn. You'll talk to the Cellar Dwellers.
Nobody throwing the Cowboys a parade. Nobody throwing the Cowboys a parade when they win. So
do yourself
Super Bowl. It's a waste of time.
Do yourself a favor. Be able to afford living in Los Angeles. Be able to afford living in Los Angeles. You can't even live in Los Angeles. You ain't got enough revenue to live in Los Angeles.
Mute them two. Ruben, they'll be here forever. I had to mute them two for a second. I'm mute y'all now. But yeah, that'll go on.
I'm gonna go on record with the AFC, man. I think Kansas City is on the rise. Kansas City is definitely back on the rise.
Yeah,
they don't pick up. Their injuries their players came back, and their defense been flying all across the field these past couple of weeks.
They have.
AFC, I would say Kansas City is one. Tennessee won even without Derrick Henry, and it wasn't a close win. They beat them by I think 2 touchdowns or so. Yeah. So I'm not saying your team is bad. I'm just saying.
No. I'm saying I do that when I hear something that's a little suspect. I put Roscoe to the camera and look at you like that's a little suspect. I don't know.
But without Derrick Henry, they still winning.
Yeah, that is true. They still winning. Yeah, that's true.
It's ugly wins because they play that smash mouth slow ball.
Yeah,
they run it down your throat regardless. They're gonna run it down your throat regardless. So
and they own the Niners.
Who you got? NFC. You got my Niners in the NFC, right? You got my Niners, right? Who you got?
I'm going to pick. I'm gonna say Tampa Bay. I'm gonna say Tampa Bay is in there.
Okay.
And who else?
Another contender. Give me a pretender in the NFC too. You ain't give me I need a pretender.
Oh, a pretender. I don't think Green Bay gonna go nowhere. I don't think Green Bay going anywhere. You know why? Aaron Rodgers is 1-4 in the playoffs.
Cello.
He's 1-4.
Push that fact stat.
Fellow.
Fact.
So I'm not scared of Green Bay just yet. He ain't showed me nothing. He ain't showed me nothing in the playoffs.
Who got a good record in the playoffs besides Tom Brady and the Patriots and Belichick and the Bucks? Nobody else really. Really think about
Jimmy G, baby.
You know his backup quarterbacks that get a better record in the playoffs than your boy in Green Bay, Aaron Rodgers.
He said Jimmy G.
Yo, Ruben, talk to us about Atlanta, man. Your first time on the show, first time us talking to an Atlanta fan. Let us know what's going on over there. I ain't gonna lie, I thought Ryan had retired.
We need to get you're right. You're right. We need to get rid of Matt Ryan. His last couple of years, he's been on the decline.
Ever since the Super Bowl, man. Since the Super Bowl.
Listen, man. I blame my head coach for that. Cal blew that for y'all. Not even gonna lie.
Yes, he did. Cal blew that. But you know what? Matt Ryan should have been a smart enough quarterback to go down instead of running 20 yards backwards.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you can't blame it all. You can't blame it all on Mike Shanahan. He made some dumb calls, just like he did against Kansas City when y'all was up.
Yeah.
He made some dumb calls.
Yeah.
But that game, I can't solely put it on the offensive coordinator. You got to put it on the head coach. You got to get Matt Ryan because you running backwards. No, you can't run. You run a 5-7. What you doing running back?
Giving up big passes when it was bad, man. It was bad.
He ain't been
down their throat.
Did you ever?
He ain't been the same since that Super Bowl.
Be honest, Ruben. Have you ever recovered from that as a fan, or is that still lingering in the back of your head?
I recovered. I let it go that night. I let it go. I like that. You never let it go. I might be hitting the bottle, shoot up. You don't know what I might be doing. I had to let it go. I had to let it go.
Yeah, that was a brutal comeback, man. That was historic. It was like, wow, I'm watching this for real.
These boys was running a nickel and a dime defense the whole second half, and we kept playing the ball.
I was like, what happened? I'm like, did they forget they're winning? Like, are they trying
to? Boys abandoned the run and went to the pass like the first half, like we won up 28-3.
Yep, I didn't understand that. That's why it go back to what Mark said. I hate bringing it up, but when he say Vegas has some hands in that stuff, that Super Bowl looked about as fixed as a fixed Super Bowl could get outside of ours when the lights cut off and we had to come back. It happened.
I was about to say that. I'm glad you brought that up.
Wait,
I was going to say that.
Can I? Wait.
Go ahead, Cello. What
Listen,
you was going to say?
That's why
I got one question. I got one thing to state to you about Atlanta. But go ahead, Cello.
That's why you got to be like the Giants, who they wanted the Patriots to win. But what happened? The Giants overcame them daggone Vegas thing, whatever y'all want to call that. Rick,
that is true.
You know what I'm saying? Because come on, you
money that game because they was undefeated. Oh my gosh. Goodness.
And you couldn't make that. You couldn't make that up because that helmet catch was a miracle catch.
That was a miracle
so
catch.
I
call that.
Could not make that.
That was 5,000.
That makes more sense.
That happened because everybody bet on Dallas except for you. Like seriously.
Everybody bet on Dallas. The Giant game, the Giant miracle catch against New England. When the England was undefeated that year, I said you lost 5,000 betting on that because you thought New England was gonna go straight undefeated and the Giants upset everybody.
And then think about it. Nobody thought Eli was gonna beat Tom Brady.
Vegas won.
Vegas won. He acting like Vegas didn't win. Who would win more? Vegas.
Man.
Who would profit more? Vegas don't profit off of the Giants winning more than Brady and everybody else. 90% of the betting public betting on Brady.
Well,
betting on y'all. Y'all was Buster Douglas. You was Buster Douglas and you won that Super Bowl because Vegas allowed you to, Buster Douglas.
I agree with you, Mark. That's
I like that analogy. I like that. Go ahead,
wait,
Solo.
hold on. All I gotta do is bring up that David Tyree helmet catch. That was not Vegas. Sorry, brothers. Sorry. That was not Vegas.
Now, Cello, I commend you for winning the Super Bowl. And it was a big, big win. But if you think that Vegas didn't have any hand in keeping that close,
come on.
If you don't think that Vegas had any hand, come on.
I can't call that one, Mark. That was a good back and forth.
Listen.
So you saying the Giants Super Bowl was Vegas all day? That's what he's saying?
Yes.
No, what I'm saying is the Giants sucked and they lost out and they had a lucky ass helmet catch. That's exactly what I'm saying. One catch.
I mean, or was it skill? Because he said he had been practicing.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
We got beat him twice.
Yeah, we beat him twice.
Twice.
Did the Giants beat them twice?
That ain't luck.
Yes.
We beat them twice.
Point.
And then you got to remember the second Super Bowl that Manning to Manningham catch. That was Vegas too.
No, y'all legitimately beat them that year.
Yeah,
y'all legitimately beat them that year.
That first one.
That's how
that first one was all. The second one was the Giants.
Yeah,
I agree with
second one was the Giants.
A helmet catch with Vegas.
I agree with Mark, and
A
I
helmet
don't
catch
think
with
it's
Vegas.
You not realize.
Vegas impact was so much,
Hold on.
man.
Hold on.
We
Do
learned
not
something.
realize that first year the Giants went to the Super Bowl. They were 7. What? They were 7-7. 7.
They was
undefeated.
9-7 or something like that.
The Patriots are undefeated. Yeah, 9-7.
Let's
The
look
Patriots
at
are undefeated.
now. Let's look at the stats of the Giants on their way to the Super Bowl that year. They was shutting folks down 3 points, 7 points, all the way. So you mean to tell me Vegas has something to do with that too? For them to get to the Super Bowl to beat them?
The Giants played the Patriots that first year.
Yeah.
And they beat the Patriots by 6 points. I was like, Patriots had a bad game. And then they turned around and won the Super Bowl against them. But before they even got into the Super Bowl, their last 3 games of that year, they won by a combined points of 9 points in 3 games. Like, no, the Giants was not even supposed to be.
Their defense carried them. You're missing the point. Their defense carried them there.
The Giants was not supposed to be in the playoffs that year.
Why not? Why not?
They got lucky. They got lucky.
How can you call football?
Lucky.
They got lucky.
How can you call football?
Beat themselves 4 times in a row that game.
Hey, Press.
Timmy,
You need a
Timmy,
feature. You need a
defense,
feature,
man,
Press.
y'all got lucky, man.
That first Super Bowl.
Defense won that game.
Fight of Eli Manning.
Right.
4 times in a row. Because Eli Manning was a bum that first Super Bowl.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
I'm go ahead, make your point. I'm coming to you for my last.
I'm not saying Eli won the game for the Giants in the Super Bowl. They were beating Brady down. Do you understand the scheme they had for Brady?
Defense.
And who they had on?
They put middle linebackers on defensive end spots. It was rushing him the whole game.
That's true.
The whole game.
Michael Strahan.
Aaron Pierce.
So you're proving my point. They went in spite of their quarterback for 8 games in a row. 4 games. 4 games in the 4 games.
We're talking about a young Brady. We're not talking about a seasoned Brady.
And the Super Bowl.
This is a young Brady.
They went in spite of their quarterback 8 games in a row. No, stop.
So,
explain the helmet catch.
You saying the Giants defense didn't have nothing to do with winning that game.
When
the
your
defense got them all the way to the Super Bowl and won it for them, and the catch, but the defense held a team that was averaging how many points a game? About 30 plus.
If your
and they only
defense
scored
dominates
14.
and your offense can't score, you win in spite of your quarterback.
So they're equivalent to what you making them out to be was Baltimore with Trent Dilfer, basically.
With Dilfer and Flacco, you're absolutely right.
Because all the quarterback got to do is manage the game and don't do nothing stupid.
Defense clearly won that game. That game was dominated. I think
and all the quarterback,
Mike,
all the quarterback got to do is manage the game and don't do nothing stupid.
You're 100% right.
Yep. There you go.
That's what I was saying.
Flacco and Brad Johnson. They won in spite of their
That's what I was
quarterback.
saying.
Okay. All right, so we off the Giants. We tried to not go there, and we still went there. Why is the Giants always the area of contention?
I got one more thing. For you.
That's the funniest part. So
I got one more thing. Your bum coach, the one that y'all let go, is the reason why y'all lost that game. Because y'all went in the game with the same game plan he had with y'all in the first place.
He knew 95% of our offense and defensive plays. Yes, we played against the guy who built the Oakland Raiders. I'm not gonna lie. Bill Callahan was stupid for not changing up the plays. He said, "Yeah, we're just gonna throw Rice and Tim Brown," and they picked Rich Gannon off 5 times. You're right. I agree with you.
Wow. They knew that
Y'all
whole
should have never brought that bum back. I'm sorry. You shouldn't have never brought him back.
Yeah.
Wow.
I can't believe I still can't believe.
So Ruben, let me make this statement to you as an Atlanta fan. I've been trying to get it out. I got to get it off my chest because I echo it on the show, but I never have a Atlanta fan, a Falcons fan to talk to about it. You have a young receiver by the name of Frank Darby Jr., who y'all need to put on the field. Number 88. Stop playing and put that young man on the field. Patterson's balling this year. I can't knock him.
Yeah,
But y'all need another compliment when the young kid is hungry. Telling you, y'all got to start. I see him on the field every once in a while when y'all run the 4 receiver packages, but I got to get him in the game, man.
But when he get the ball, he's not going down. He's trying to get it.
He hungry.
I saw that last game.
He's hungry, bro. He's hungry. So remember, I'm putting it in your ear because I'm neutral. I don't have nothing to do with the Falcons. I don't hate y'all. I don't like y'all. I'm neutral. But look, he hungry, so he'll be. Y'all got to get him on the field, man. You're not beating him in a jump ball. Not beating.
I grew up in a house full of Cowboys and 49er fans. I grew up in a house. It was split. I was the only Atlanta fan. It was split because
all day
half of my family
be ready.
They from Texas.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
So you was around that rivalry, that Niner Cowboy rivalry all your life for the most part.
Especially that time back then.
That's when family be wanting to fight. Be like, yo, get out of my room.
Yeah.
Where's my money at? I know how it go. Me and my brother go through the same thing, man. I know.
I've been following Dallas. I've been following the 49ers. And I like the Ravens. I like the way they run. I like the organization. I like the way they run.
Yeah, so, I agree. Timmy, you had enough time. You sat there and you listened. Cello gave his. Rue, you gave your pretenders and your contenders. Timmy, I need to hear from you because you know what you like. You know what? Let me put this out here. Anybody that might be watching the show, Timmy is the reason why this phrase has been coined.
You've reached guru status. Wow.
Because he calls it before it happens. Timmy, drum roll. Who is a contender and who is a pretender? We listening, brother. We listening.
I got 2 of them. All right. Number 1 for the contenders, Green Bay Packers.
Okay.
Number 2, Arizona Cardinals.
Oh, I don't agree with that.
Nobody mentioned them. Okay.
Yeah.
Who you got AFC?
The AFC, the Chargers.
You've been calling the Chargers all year. I remember him calling the Chargers. He said they was the best team a couple episodes ago. Go ahead. That's why.
And the Raiders. Those are my 4 contenders.
You said the Ravens?
Raiders.
Raiders.
Ravens, you said?
Raiders.
Las Vegas Raiders.
Raiders, not Ravens.
Oh man, my ears is like acting up today. I thought you said Raiders. I thought you said Raiders. You said the Raiders. The Raiders, okay. Why? Give me the why behind the Raiders. I'm curious to know about that.
They got fight in them, and they have the opportunity to go in the playoffs and go all the way.
So you think that they've been motivated by all the ups and downs they've had this year? Well, more downs than ups.
It's the new head coach that's inspiring the team to get those wins.
David, who's your coach again? I cannot remember his name to save my life. Who's your head coach?
Rich Bisciotti is the interim head coach, but Derek Carr is leading that locker room, and that's why we are winning. Like seriously, his play might be up and down, but how he gets the team ready to go every Sunday is unreal. And he needs to be an MVP candidate for just that, not stats.
I can respect that.
I hope he can stay healthy. I hope he can stay healthy at the end of this year.
Yeah. Who is your backup, by the way? I don't even know who y'all backup is. Oh, my man. The first round
Mariota.
Pick. Yeah. Why is he still there? He should have a job with somebody.
And he can't stay healthy. He can't stay healthy either.
He can't stay healthy, and he costs us $8 million, so that's why he's the backup.
Yeah, dog, he looked good
highest paid backup in the NFL.
I wanted him as our backup.
So if Derek Carr go, so the old man go out, you're gonna put in the young. What's a car that don't run well? A young Chrysler.
Chrysler, Buicks, any of them is trash. sorry to anybody that got one. I had one before I could talk about it.
Right.
Look,
Trash!
that's what they are. So, listen. So Timmy, Chargers, and who was your Raiders, and then you said Arizona, and was it Green Bay?
Yeah.
I like the Arizona pick.
Okay, those were your contenders.
I drew 3 out of his 4.
Now the pretenders.
Give me that.
Now
Drum roll.
the
Go ahead.
pretenders.
I'm listening, Guru. Go ahead, brother.
The Cowboys. The Niners. Pittsburgh. And Kansas City.
Trash!
4 out of his 4.
I had to say that.
Kansas City?
Because you
I
mentioned
drew
my team.
4 out of his 4.
Yo, you put us in it. Please explain. You got it. Let me let you. I need you to repeat that because Mark just came on. List your pretenders for us again, Timmy. Mark, make sure you listening to Timmy's pretenders, man.
You're ready set. You ready have it on tape.
Say it again because he wasn't online. He need to hear you like I just heard you. My ears is bleeding right
The
now.
Niners, the Cowboys.
Who's your AFC? That's pretenders.
The Kansas City Chiefs and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Wow, yo, the disrespect. What? Man, yo, he said the pretenders are the Cowboys. I respect that. The Niners, I don't respect that.
But here's the thing.
The
Cowboys can go all the way to the playoffs, but they ain't gonna escape the first round.
Same
old song. They might get a bye, so just because of that, they technically
they ain't gonna escape the first round. Because they're gonna end up playing against the Green Bay Packers and lose.
Wow. I mean, listen, I don't see them beating the Packers either. I'm not gonna lie.
I got a question.
Go ahead.
Did they change it to only the number 1 team in the league gets a bye?
Is that what it is? Oh, okay. They did. I can't keep up with the way that this. It's 17 games, and that's what they did now.
Right.
Only. Oh, okay. Good. Okay.
I think they did it that way.
David, I mean, Timmy, I respect your picks. I don't like it, but I respect it. I respect your picks as much as I respect it. Listen, it's Mark.
Cardinals the number 1 team right now.
Number one right now.
Mm-hmm.
Mark, let me get
my pick.
Mark, it's yours.
Let me get my pick.
It's yours. Let me hear your pretenders and your contenders because I didn't hear none of that. You just talked about Cowboys for 15 minutes. Let me hear your both of them.
My pretenders, I can't make the Giants a pretender because they literally don't even exist. My pretenders, I think the Rams personally are pretenders. That's just my personal opinion. I think Kansas City are pretenders. That's just my personal opinion. Wow. I think New England are pretenders. That's also my personal opinion. If you're asking me who's contenders, Green Bay, I'd be a fool if I sat here and act like Green Bay ain't the only team that I actually sit up at night worrying about. That's about it.
I like that.
It's Green Bay. I don't fear Tampa Bay because my quarterback said week 1 to Tom Brady to his face, we'll see you and we'll see you again. So I'm not worried about that. Aaron Rodgers is always a problem for a Cowboy fan. If they don't say he is, they're lying to you. But I mean, other than that, if you're asking me who winning the Super Bowl, we winning the Super Bowl.
Against who y'all playing?
I don't care who we play. I don't care who we play. Care who we play?
Listen,
care who we play?
I like the Chargers, man. I like Timmy sticking to the Chargers. He stuck to them a couple weeks ago. He got the Chargers as a contender, man. Herbert looks good, bro. Herbert looks good. Is there any arguments with Herbert looking good right now? Anybody see anything different? David, you see him firsthand. What you think?
The only thing is not against Herbert personally because I know
that don't count. That was week 2. Go ahead, David.
It's not against Herbert personally because I think he was the best quarterback in that draft. It's against their defense and their running game. Like Eckler, I love, but he's too small behind that offensive line, and the front end of that defense gives up too many yards. Not the back end. The back end is good, but the front end of that defense gives up too many yards when it comes playoff time because they're gonna have to move out of California and go play somebody in the cold and get beat up.
Okay. So the weather you think plays a big part for him with his success, and he may not play
It
like
plays
that.
a big part for any Southern team going up north.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what team adjusts to the weather and plays great and cold. Not too many of them that play in them cold states and warm states. You're right.
Unless they come from up that side and went down south to play.
Yeah. That's a good point. Tampa Bay is weird because Tampa seemed like they can play in cold weather. But I guess that's because Brady's used to playing in cold weather his whole career. So it's like, for him, it's like second nature.
Tampa front seven can play in the cold weather because you think about both of their D tackles, and that's both of their D tackles and their two linebackers, I'm sorry, are used to playing in the cold. Sue is used to playing in the cold in Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
He is used to playing in the cold when he was at a rookie in Washington.
Yeah.
And then David and White, the linebackers, are like
his speed is amazing. He got to be the fastest linebacker in the league. Mark, I know you're listening. Micah Parsons probably the fastest on paper, but White is pretty fast.
Defensive player of the year.
No. I'll agree with Michael. I'll agree with Mark on this. White is the fastest defensive, not cornerback that I've seen in a long time.
Unreal. He's ridiculously fast for a linebacker.
Yeah.
Listen. So, guys, we touched on this. So we did our review. Thank y'all for your contenders and your pretenders. I guess I got to give mine. Do I want to give mine? Do y'all care to hear?
Yeah, we want to hear. Yeah.
So I agree. I think that Tyler Murray is playing exceptional. Had he not gotten hurt, like he's a whiz kid. The kid, he reminds me of a Russell Wilson that but he got better receivers. So
I'll make him roll to do that. You got to go up a little more.
Oh, let me mute him for a second. The Cardinals are definitely the truth. Green Bay, as much as I hate anything related to Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay, they are definitely contenders, man. That's just off of the way that he just creates magic, man. He can throw to his fourth receiver and still get 300 yards and 3 touchdowns in the game, which is unreal. If I need to look at the AFC for contenders, Kansas City is coming back. They're jumping back to who they supposed to look like. If Josh Morgan ever actually does something for them, they need him as a weapon, but he hasn't produced yet. But if he ever steps up and actually start making some plays, that'll make their offense even that much more lethal. But they're missing Sammy Watkins. They should have never let him go, but that's neither here nor there. Aside from that, I do like Baltimore. Lamar Jackson still is impressive to me, man. I still like Lamar Jackson. So go ahead, David.
You mentioned somebody, and it's only because I watched him after the last 2 weeks when he came back from injury. You know who Cal Murray reminds me of? And you're gonna like this, but nobody's gonna agree with it. He reminds me of Steve Young once he got into the Niner uniform.
I can't hate that. Okay.
Like he's seriously a special passer with the ability to run, not a runner that can pass. A special passer with the ability to run. Cal Murray might be the truth right now.
Yeah, and he got DeAndre Hopkins for peanuts. Still don't understand why that trade happened. That made no sense. Go ahead, Ruben.
That's why he got fired for the Andre Hopkins trade.
Yeah, he earned that. That was the dumbest trade, bro. The dumbest trade.
Yep.
Wow, dumb. But it is what it is. So if I had to look at pretenders, the Bills, I'm not sold on the Bills, man. I'm not sold on the Bills. The Bills have not. They don't stick out to me the way that they should. I just feel like they hit or miss. I see more from them last year than I did this year. That's my personal opinion. I feel like they're beatable this year. Last year their defense and their offense they looked fast and everything. They took Tennessee to the ropes last year, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm like, listen, you know what? Nah. If I want to say pretender, Tennessee is just because even if they're on a streak, you can't recover from not having Henry, man. Not to make no noise and do anything significant. That's
When
my
is he
personal
coming
opinion.
back? I haven't heard when he's coming
He's done
back.
for the year.
Henry is coming back this month.
No, I thought he was done for the year.
No, Henry is ahead of surgery
I
and
thought he was
recovery
done for the
process.
year.
They're talking about Henry being back for Christmas. So all
He ain't gonna be 100%.
all they have to do is win one more game, 2 more losses, and they're still in the playoff hunt. Henry will be back first week of January, last week of December.
You know why I
He's quick
picked
on his
Tennessee?
recovery process.
You know why I picked Tennessee? I
What?
picked Tennessee because of one thing. Tennessee plays that old school ball. Don't play that new. And once you play that old school ball, them guys that like to play that up and down the field, it gets here.
Yeah.
It's all here. It's all mentioned.
It's true.
They can't do nothing with it.
You know,
now that you mention him coming back, that changes things.
You know who Tennessee remind me of, and I'm sorry to stab Stello in the freaking back. They remind me of the old school Giants.
I knew it. I said the Giants. I wasn't even being funny.
Run the ball, run 3-3-3 is 9, and then pick up 1.
Yep. Yo, Julio Jones is there, and I don't even see no highlights of him like doing anything.
He's been injured the whole year. The same thing that happened in Atlanta. And Julio is not bad. Julio is not a wash. He just gets hurt.
I just thought that was the wrong team for him to go to because they're not a throwing team like that. I just thought that. Well, they are because AJ Brown gets his number.
That opens it up even more.
Yeah,
that opens it up even more.
Yeah,
but Tannehill, if they lose, it's gonna be on Tannehill because he knows to lose a game for you.
Yeah,
he's known to lose.
It's true. It's true. All right. Well, I think we just covered. We covered our whole pretenders and contenders. Cello, is there anything you need to add in there? Is there anything that I missed? And I need to touch one thing that we touched on Sunday with you because it's Mark put it in the air and it did made its rounds all week with Mr. Saquon. Yo, he said it Sunday, and every day this week I've seen it plastered on my timeline.
That's an easy answer for me. That ain't hard for me.
Oh, okay, I'm listening. I'm all ears, brother. Talk to us. Talk to us about how you feel about that.
What's the question? What's about Saquon?
Is, you know the situation y'all facing with him. What y'all gonna do? As a fan, I know you talked about it. Maybe you changed your mind from Sunday to now. What's your stance on
of course
Saquon?
not.
Mark, you put it out there, Mark. You put it out there Sunday. So I'm gonna come to you right now. You put it out there, Mark, Sunday about Saquon, and guess what? All week long, that's all I've been seeing on my timeline from every news outlet is about the Saquon Barkley in this situation. So you call that, man. You call that. You call that. You call that, and I respect it and I love it. That's all I got.
You've reached guru status. Wow.
So, Mark,
thank you.
That's for you, Cello. Go ahead, bro. Talk about
this how easy this is. First and foremost, where you getting your sources from?
Everywhere.
Your sources, listen, everywhere for headlines.
You in the contract.
Headlines.
Everywhere. Listen, it's been the headlines all week.
Let me tell you. Hold on.
Hold up, Mark. Let him. I see you there. Mark, David, Ruben, I got y'all. I want to hear what the Giant fan got to say to the other one.
Saquon came from a torn ACL. You can't expect a player to come back from a torn ACL to be at his best the first year back. They usually say it's the second year. The Giants are going to get Barkley next season. Daniel Jones will be there next season. Joe Judge will be next season. The one that's not going to be there, as far as the main people in the organization, is Dave Gettleman. Now, as far as all the other coaches, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about Judge, Jones, Barkley will be there next season. Now, listen, there's a lot of outside noise taking place.
A ton of it.
Because they got to come up with their headlines. They got to get their money. They got to pay them bills. So that's the headline. But I don't feed into that. I'm listening to the right sources, the ones that at the wait. Y'all listening to people that's not in the facility. Y'all listening to a lot of these outside noises.
Hold your thoughts. And then Mark, hold your thoughts. Let him get it off.
Mark, please let me go first so I can end this conversation.
Like I told you.
Go ahead, Dave.
Don't make me mute y'all. Let him get it off. Go ahead, Cello.
Another reason why I said all these people gonna be back, because they're gonna get the benefit of the doubt. I know John Mara. John Mara, the owner, is very, very loyal. Yes. So he's gonna give the benefit. He's gonna give the benefit. Yes, he is. He's gonna give the benefit of the doubt of all these injuries. He's gonna give the benefit because Giants have the most injuries, the most players on injured reserve out of all the teams. Look up the stats. So they're gonna get the benefit of the doubt. All this sharing this post from a YouTuber who's not even in the facility.
No, it wasn't even him. It was the other Bleacher Report and all the other outlets. Literally, it's all the regular platforms now. It wasn't even a little. It wasn't even a guy.
Yo,
it's a headline. Like I said, even like I said, the injuries will play a big part of these guys getting another chance for next season. So that's all I see is the biggest move is Dave Gettleman. Barkley's gonna be back, Jones gonna be back, Judge's gonna be back. Just watch.
I like the confidence. All right, David, I'm gonna start with you. Rebuttal that, Dave. Timmy, just because you wasn't on.
They even said Russell. They said, listen. Another headline was Russell Wilson. What did Russell Wilson just say today? He said that was all bogus. He said that was all bogus. They was talking about, Russell Wilson would wait a no trade, all this thing, so he could be with the Broncos, the Giants, and all this stuff. And he just came on and said that was all bogus. That wasn't even true. Stop reading into all these headlines all the time.
Well, talk to Spencer and all the other ones, man. Go ahead, David.
Zello, I don't normally go against you. You know we go back and forth, chat for chat. The number one reason why y'all not keeping Saquon Barkley is sap calorie. You're not paying him $17 to $19 million a year when he has not produced for you. You have to pay Gallery. You have to pay Daniel Dimes when his 5-year option comes up, and you have to pay the rest of those defensive players, one of which you just put on the franchise tag last year. Barkley,
and they still got to pay Odell Beckham too. They still owe Odell.
Born in New York, fellow.
Oh yeah, they are still paying.
Can I wait? Remember, it takes two sides to agree, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all picked up the majority of the contract.
Listen, wait, hold on. All you got to do is come up with an agreement. They have a lot of remember the keyword restructure. You can restructure.
Who y'all restructuring?
You can stretch. Wait.
All those contracts in the last 2 years.
We're not going to belabor it, but I definitely wanted to mention it. It dominated the group for me this week.
Wait, listen. And then you got to remember.
Mark, I got you.
You can stretch out the contract. There are ways you can make this thing happen. So, like I said, Jones, Barkley, Judge, they will be here next season.
I seen it. I'm putting it out there. It's funny that Ruben's on here. Barkley gonna go to Atlanta next year, man. If they don't work it out, Atlanta's the perfect spot for him. I see Saquon going to Atlanta. It's documented on this show. So if it happens, y'all give me my status. Go ahead, Mark.
First of all, when you say restructuring, there's only one team in the league that's the best at that. And I don't care what nobody say. If you follow football, think about my boys. We restructure.
I was about to say, y'all do it a lot. I was about to say, you know more about it than anybody.
Thank you, Ruben, for understanding that I'm not lying. Giants don't be restructuring nobody, bro. You can't name a Giant that y'all restructuring back to keep. You let all your Super Bowl.
Game. I don't
Stop
know.
listening.
They restructured somebody, and I missed it. Who they
Yo,
restructured?
name a person y'all restructured.
Timmy, I'm
You
listening.
can't let them. Y'all let them go. Y'all let them go. Y'all don't restructure. Y'all let them go. You asking Barkley, Zeke got damn near 20. So you asking Barkley to basically take a hometown discount to be for him to be considered the best back in the league to stay there and play with y'all. You know how much money gonna be thrown at that dude the minute y'all don't sign him to a max deal, and he's still young. And like you said, it takes 2 years. So if you let him go by next year, year after next, he'll be prime Barkley. So y'all got a real big decision to make, but you ain't keeping both Daniel Jones and Barkley.
Remember, this ain't old. Listen, this ain't Odell Beckham.
Okay.
John Mara loves John Mara loves Saquon Barkley.
I agree.
Remember, John Mara is the one that has a final say so.
So
he loves Saquon. He loves.
How's he gonna finagle that?
I'm telling you, John.
So you signed.
I'm telling you that they're gonna work it out.
Okay. Now, no, do I think he deserved his money? I think he deserved his money. If y'all was smart, should you keep him? Yeah, you should keep him.
Or is it based on performance or potential though? What is he? How is he?
You got to base it off of both. Because if he wouldn't have had an injury last year, he would be back to his old self. But you got to at least give him a year and a half to get back to his old self.
Agreed.
But in doing that, you still got to say to yourself, am I willing to pay a running back? I know when he's not hurt, one of the best running backs in the league, top 3 in the league, should we pay him max deal and not be able to sign a free agent next year to help bolster my defense or bolster my offense? You know what I mean? So y'all in a real tough situation. If you let Barkley go, you save a lot of money. And then you can sign more players. If you keep him, it's gonna listen, trust me, we signed Zeke and that strapped us immediately when we signed Zeke. That's when we ended up going to the basement getting Aldon Smith.
He produced for y'all a little bit. Listen, go ahead, David. David, go ahead. Go ahead, my bad, David. Mark, finish your thought. What you were saying? I'm sorry, I cut you off.
No, I think Cello right. I think they should pursue him. But like David said, first of all, right now they're not putting premiums on running backs. Yeah. It's not like back in the day where you could get a 10-star running back. You know what I'm saying? There is no most of the running backs other than Tennessee is in tandem. Everybody's running in tandem. You know what I'm saying?
We do it. Go ahead, David, and then we're gonna move on to the next. Go ahead.
The Cowboys were smart because they did the Zeke deal after they did the Tyron Smith deal, after they did the Collins deal, after they did everybody else. The Giants.
Oh, don't forget Jack Martin. Jack Martin renegotiated. Sure.
The Giants would be working backwards if they signed him to a big deal and they go out and draft and try and re-sign offensive linemen. And Ruben wants to chime in real quick.
No, I'm just saying the Giants did restructure some people's deals this year.
Okay, I'm listening.
They did. Cornerback, they did it. They cornerback and another guy. I can't.
Bradbury Island.
You talk about Bradbury
Island, whatever his name is.
Josh Jackson and another guy. Rookies. They're rookies though. So
they was getting peanuts anyway.
Yeah,
they got budget basement prices. All right, I get you.
Yeah, they restructured it for them to get it on the back end somehow.
Are you worried at all about the potential of losing arguably the top 5 back when healthy?
I wish they won't give him away. We want it. Come on, bring him on home, baby. We'll take it. I'm glad take it.
When we was talking, I literally seen him in an Atlanta uniform, bro. So listen,
I'll gladly take it.
Listen, that's a good.
You heard this from me first.
We paying that bump we got right now.
No, we'll release Zeke and give you Zeke, and then I'll snatch Barkley up in a heartbeat.
Oh,
you heard that from me first, Cello. I'll take him in a heartbeat.
No, you going to the Super Bowl. What you need Zeke for? You just said.
Listen, I'm always.
We're going to the Super Bowl. We're complete.
I'm always willing to get better. You trying to make me stay stagnant? I'm trying to get better.
Yo,
Cut
Hey,
it
I got
out.
a question for you.
You asked
I
me
got a
when I
question
take
for you.
Crawford.
with the good players on the market.
Since you said that, since you
Listen,
said
I like
that, I got
Raheem
a question
Mostert,
for you.
but I want him. Give me him. I'll give up Elijah Mitchell and Raheem Mostert.
I got a question for you. Who's going to take Zeke off y'all hands for that money y'all paying him?
We'll
Yo,
take
for
him.
real, I
Nobody.
don't think Zeke going nowhere. I think Zeke's gonna retire.
We'll take him. We'll pay him.
That ain't what I asked you. I asked you who's going to want him if y'all put him on the market.
Yo, ask yourself who likes playing against him. You if you can sit there and honestly say Zeke
You
ain't
ain't
better than
answering this
90%
question.
of the
You
backs
ain't
in the
answering
league,
this
You ain't
question.
answer my question. Come on,
but why would I
Professor. Professor.
why why
You
why
died.
would I,
You died.
why would I want to trade Zeke? That don't make no sense to me. I got thunder and lightning. Why would I even look to trade Zeke?
You
Just
just
three
said
years
you
Whoa,
ago,
whoa,
would
Zeke.
whoa.
give up Zeke and take Saquon.
Whoa.
I'm asking who's going
No,
to take Zeke before Saquon?
Listen, this
but
guy is
nobody
aspiring to
Good
the,
paying
by the
question.
nobody
Giants.
paying Saquon max
Mark,
dollars, man. Not with
Mark
a
is
bum league.
aspiring.
So y'all saying Saquon's
Listen,
better than Zeke? Am I tripping?
I
Yes.
would
No,
say a
listen
yeah.
to
healthy
what I'm saying.
Saquon,
What I'm
a
saying
healthy
Come
is,
on, man.
Saquon,
this is what I'm saying.
yeah,
A healthy
a healthy
Saquon,
Saquon, yeah,
a healthy
Yes.
Saquon, yeah, I'll take
is
him.
better than Zeke.
What
Yeah,
Yes.
about
He
I,
better
healthy
than
Zeke?
Zeke.
All
Yes.
right.
yeah, I said it.
Hey, you
But
and
my
the
question was this. This
I
was
respect.
my question.
Mm-hmm.
Who's going to offload money for Zeke right now?
Money or
Nobody.
draft picks.
Zeke ain't going nowhere.
Now he locked
And
down.
we,
He ain't do it.
and listen, this is what another thing y'all not saying is the way we do our contracts. We put the big money at the end. We don't up front load it. Cowboys always put that big money at the end so we can restructure those deals. And if we decide to cut you, you'll be getting most of the money at the end of the deal. So that means whoever picked you up is paying the majority of that dough. So
Right.
don't ever get it wrong, man.
Right.
My Cowboy room, my room is strong. We know what we do all the time.
There's
You
only
brought
one
up
All
the
the time.
conversation.
there's
I
only
asked
one
you a
free
question
agent
you
that I'm
brought up.
looking at anyway. There's only one free agent that I'm targeting, and I put it out there last week. Cedric
I,
Wilson, come home, Cedric. We waiting for you, baby. Cedric Wilson. So
I
now
just
you
asked the question
Debo,
because he said it.
Cedric Wilson
He
and
said
Debo.
he
I
had
like
a
Mike,
that
Saquon.
combo.
So I
Come
just
on,
asked the
Cedric.
question.
Mike,
Let's go.
is Cedric
Hey, hey,
Wilson like your new Terrell Owens? Because you've been
Yes,
talking about that for 2 years.
yes. Dog, I've been watching him since last year. I want that cat to come to my boys, him and Debo, Jimmy G, the pretty boy, the real pretty boy, and then we got to get our rookie acclimated after this year. So we'll see what happens.
stop,
But
stop,
Cedric
stop,
Wilson,
stop.
that man is
In
winning.
order to be the pretty boy, you got to win 3 Super Bowls like Troy Aikman. So stop using that nickname. That's only
Hey,
Troy
they
Aikman's
say it
nickname.
every time we play. They keep mentioning his looks. Every time we play, the commentators like, yeah, he's a really pretty guy. I'm like, dude, can we just play the game? Like, why y'all talking about my quarterback? Like,
Don't forget, he messing with hookers. Remember that? Porn stars and hookers.
that
The
was
boy.
true.
It's
Allegedly.
documented.
That was allegedly.
It's
They had no
documented.
proof.
Well,
It's documented.
ain't he in the King of Porn City? He that's the King of
Yeah,
Porn over there?
he had one of them with him on dinner date.
Hey,
I
if
don't know how
I was
that
in the
went.
King of Porn, I'd probably, you know what I'm saying? I'd probably be
Yeah, he
over
was out there on his dinner
there.
date
Hey,
and got caught with the
Shit,
paparazzi.
I ain't mad at
Hey,
it.
hey, we know who she is, so you know that's a pretty boy. That's what pretty boys do. Don't hate on my
Yeah.
pretty boy, man.
could I ask, could I ask, could I ask a question, Mick? Could I ask?
Depending on who is two, who is it for?
It's for Ruben.
Okay.
Do
Go
you
ahead.
think? Do you think that y'all should have let Matt Ice go last year and drafted a quarterback, or do you think he's gonna stay with y'all for one more year? To
Mm.
another quarterback y'all bring in next year. Do you think that y'all should have let him go last year and drafted one of the top 3 quarterbacks, or do you think he's gonna stay for next year and tutor the quarterback? Because y'all definitely getting one next year
I
and tutor
said
the
we should
young
have
boy.
did this. Just like they tried to offload Julio Jones and get big money, we should have offloaded him to get big draft picks when he was in
Yeah,
his
something was
prime.
wrong with my phone.
Because I saw the decline in him, and I said we need to get rid of him.
Was
But
Julio declining?
he stayed hurt. He wasn't declining. It's just that he stayed hurt. And you
I
got to
think
get rid of while the iron is hot. You got to get rid of him while the iron is hot. Even though we didn't get much for him, we got something. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah.
we could have got rid of Matt Ryan when the iron was striking for him, and we could have got some younger, fresher legs in there. We should
Who's
have
your
did that.
backup? Who's your backup? I think y'all seen your backup get in and like throw a pick as soon as he got in. Who's your backup, man?
Man, I don't even know that dude's name.
I remember
They
he
got
got in.
two. They got two rookies. One
throwing
is
shots at you, man. Throwing shots at you. Just
Frank from Florida, and the other one I can't even make his name. They got two rookies.
I don't even know who them dudes are, man. Because you know why? You know what? I'm so pissed off at Atlanta right now that we drafted Kyle Pitts. The reason why I'm pissed at us because we got so many up and coming wide receivers, like you said.
Yeah.
We are stopped in the offensive column every year, except for when we pick the defensive end that came from Clemson and we went to the Super Bowl. That's the last time we picked the doggone defensive player. Yeah. And our defense sucks every year. Every year.
Ruben.
What?
Pitt's not better than Gage and Ridley?
You missed my point. I didn't say he's not better. I said we already stopped at offense. Oh. Why pick another offensive player when you already got stuff in place?
Good point.
I'll tell you. Hey, Ruben,
is Vic Beasley still with them?
Huh?
Nah,
Beasley still with y'all or he gone? Beasley
been gone.
Wow.
I think he was gone 2 years ago.
Wow.
Hey, Ruben, we bracketed Kyle Pitts that game. Pitts that game. Yeah, we literally had to take him away to make sure that your receivers beat us. And that's documented. We had to do that because I think it was a good pick. I think it was a good pick for y'all, man. I really think that was a pick.
Calvin didn't play that game.
Okay. All right, listen, we covered a lot of NFL. I'm gonna highlight y'all games that's coming up this Sunday or Monday, whenever y'all play. I'm gonna highlight just your teams and any other big game. I'm not gonna highlight Jacksonville versus Seattle. I don't care about that game. So I'm gonna go to the ones that count. First one up is at 1:00. It's the Cowboys and the Redskins. Mark, I already know who you got.
It's the no name.
So, who you got? Washington or the Cowboys? What you got?
They playing in Washington. Washington is hot right now. So Washington is hot right now. So got to give it to Washington. They hot right now.
Okay. Timmy, you've been quiet. I need to hear from you. Who you got? Cowboys or Washington at Washington?
Is Chase Young back?
No. He done for the year, I believe.
Yeah. He's done for the year? Yeah, Cowboys.
Cowboys? Okay. I respect it.
Without Chase Young, they cannot beat him.
No pressure.
And Montez Sweat not playing this game for cause of COVID. So keep on picking Washington, please.
Hey, listen. Big games, players step up. Ruben, who you got? David, you have the Ruben.
I'm gonna have to go with the Cowboys. It's gonna be a close one though. It's gonna be a nail biter.
What you got score-wise? Give me that score.
I don't think it's gonna go past 25. I think it's gonna be probably about 25 to 21.
Ooh, okay. A nice little
dog
fight.
I say 35-10 Cowboys.
Fight out there, man. That mean Heineken gonna be putting up some points on y'all, Mark.
It's gonna be a dog fight.
Mark, don't respect. Mark, Gibson might run down on y'all, man.
You better help your quarterbacks earn their money this game because they sure gave it away that other week.
David.
I had three picks last week against the Saints. I had 3 against the Saints.
What are you talking about? We beat the Saints.
Don't talk about that anymore. You know that wasn't.
We did too.
Jameis Winston. That was a project.
Y'all lost So when we beat Washington, they better than y'all, David? Because I still think y'all better than Washington. So even if we beat Washington, I'm still not going to think Washington better than the Raiders, especially knowing that they got jerked. Y'all got jerked on the last play of the game.
David.
23-16, Washington football team. 23. Remember the score as I say it now.
Wow.
23-16 Washington football team over the Cowboys.
Mike, clip this, and I want this played all next week while I talk. I want to see David Face pop in and say 26-16 with my high power 35 point
It's
23-16.
It's download. As soon as we
Washington
end,
football
automatically
team.
saves. I will come to this particular spot where everybody made their predictions and see if we got egg on our
35-10 Cowboys.
All right, so David, so I made my pick. I think Heineke gonna spoil it, man. I think he gonna pull it out. I give it 23-21, man. Close score, man. I think they're gonna be at home. Ron Rivera is fired up. You seen how he left the field cursing, saying, he was saying what he said. He's excited. So I think they're gonna run off that energy. I'm gonna get 23-21.
No, Ron Rivera, you're a defensive guru.
Yeah. That's so. Mark, I think Heineke gonna spoil
35-9.
35-9. He feeling good off those interceptions that Westbrook gave him to him.
All right, let me move on to the next one because we ain't even get the NBA yet. We still on NFL with a half an hour left. We don't care about the NBA like that, but we do because it's still too early in the season to really care, but we still care. David, we got the Raiders versus Kansas City at Kansas City. I'm giving mine first. Kansas City gonna beat y'all. Y'all not beating them at home. It's not happening. No, sir. I'm giving that.
This is our last of the season. 41-10 Kansas City. I'm a Raiders fan. I love us, but I'm telling you the truth. 41-17 Kansas City gonna drum us.
Good God.
Kansas City
gonna drum us.
The Raiders got Kansas City beating them. That's crazy.
But Timmy, the funny thing is, the Kansas City ain't what we haven't seen. The old Kansas City. That's why I don't get it. 41-17.
But you know what I see?
Even though they're winning.
You know what I seen out of Kansas City the last 2 weeks? A running game that the Raiders can't stop. So a running game with that passing game, and the Raiders can't stop the run. They about to drum. And it's an Arrowhead. They about to drum.
Arrowhead is like the hardest stadium to play in, man. Chris
they about to drum us.
We almost won that game.
Is he balling
Max Crosby will be back this week. I look for the Raiders to keep it close. If they can win by a field goal, 20, 24, 21, something close like that, I think they're going to get the pressure on Mahomes. I feel nothing. I go by how the Cowboys play. And I can tell when we played the Raiders, one thing the Raiders can do is get pressure on the quarterback, and the weakest point of Kansas City is their offensive line. So me personally, I don't see them blowing the Raiders out. I see the Raiders.
They made some good draft picks.
Now listen,
21 in overtime.
That's if they call a game fair, because sometimes you get some cat calls over in Kansas City. But if they call a game down the middle, I look for the Raiders to be able to run on them and literally keep it close. Word is mouth. I'm not impressed with Kansas City.
Wow. Timmy, and then
24-21 in overtime.
Who you got winning? I didn't hear the team. Who's the team you got winning?
The Raiders. 24-21 in overtime.
Okay.
Something like that. Yeah, something like that, Tim. Good. I like the call, Tim. I like that. Something more realistic. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Ruben. Kansas City. Raiders at Kansas City.
I got Kansas City, man. I got Kansas City.
I can understand.
Wow. What made you say Kansas City? What you see from them that made you say that?
Because the defense over the last couple of weeks, their defense stepped up. Their old line has been playing nice. Mm-hmm. I can't go nowhere but there for this team.
Mm-hmm. Okay. It seemed like it's Mahomes that's a little out of whack. Everybody else is playing normal selves.
Everybody else is on Super Bowl level.
Yeah.
That defense is getting after the quarterback.
Jones is having a monster defense. Dominating. Go ahead, Cello. Who you got, man? You gonna help David out and give his Raiders a thumbs up, or they gonna take that loss and take that L against Kansas City at Kansas City?
Yo, y'all just lost y'all running back playing?
We lost Drake. We didn't lose Jacobs. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Huh?
Jacobs is good to go. Drake is going for the season.
Was that a dirty play? Was that a dirty play?
No. It's just something that happens in football. We all know that. We all play football.
Non-contact injury.
I don't do dirty plays. I do freaking.
He said it was. The running back Drake said it was a dirty play.
No, stop that. Look, we all play football. Everybody on this panel play football.
Okay.
Sometimes you get dragged or twisted an extra way.
I remember Mark getting twisted like that way back when he played tight end. Like his cleat got caught and then he got twisted. I remember that.
Yeah,
long time ago.
It just happens sometimes. You don't blame that on the individual. You blame that on the game. Like when people come out and say that, and there's no disrespect to Drake, it's just the nature of the beast. You don't know how somebody's going to tackle you, because if you knew how somebody was going to tackle you, you would prevent it. So it's just the nature of the beast, man. That's not a bad play.
Okay.
And it's a violent sport. It's a violent
Kansas
sport.
City 24-17.
24-17 Kansas City.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We're going to keep it moving. We don't care about the Jets or the Saints. I'm not worried about that one. Who cares? Nobody cares.
Can I update y'all on the score right quick?
Yeah, go ahead. Give us a live.
Pittsburgh is getting drugged.
Update from Ruben.
Pittsburgh is getting drugged 29-0.
Hey, somebody said there was a pretender on here, and that was Timmy. Timmy said Pittsburgh was a pretender. I heard that out of his mouth. He did say that. So, Timmy, you might be onto something, because they're getting drugged. They're getting drugged right now.
And this in the third quarter.
Uh-oh. Yikes.
Yeah.
You think they could put up a 40 burger on them?
I think they are.
Well, I hope so.
It's good that
and
you're
David,
talking. We're at your Atlanta Falcons at Carolina Panthers. What you got, Ruben?
I don't even care. But I'm gonna say, I hope we beat them. We always
listen, y'all still in the hunt, man. Y'all 5-7.
For rivals, we always show up. But whoever else we supposed to play hard, we don't never play them like we supposed to.
Yeah.
So y'all own the Saints at home.
No, it's not. It's they got Cam Newton and the boys. Well, Cam got on the bench.
Yeah. Go ahead, David.
I bet on Carolina 5 weeks in a row, and I lost on Carolina 5 weeks in a row. I am betting on the Atlanta Falcons this week to win that damn game. I'm tired of betting on Carolina. I'm betting on the Falcons this week.
And we better do something after that catastrophe we did last week. You better do something after that catastrophe that went on last week. I'm
just tired of betting on Carolina. I'm not even betting for the Falcons. I'm not even betting for the Falcons. I'm just betting against Carolina after 5 weeks of losing.
It's just the principle.
Yeah.
The principle of it. Who you got, Mark?
Oh, Atlanta, of course. Pitt's going to kill them. So, Atlanta's a joke. I mean, not Atlanta. I'm saying Carolina's a joke. Atlanta, man, easy.
Hey, man, is Cam's career over? Like, they doing him dirty right now. I think he got benched and everything.
Nah, Cam doing his own self dirty.
Wow. I do like P.J. Walker. So, if P.J. Walker play, I got Carolina beating them because of P.J. Walker athleticism. That's the only reason why I like him.
Cam don't want to be a quarterback. Cam want to be a superstar. Cam is tired of being an athlete, and he don't even know it. Like, Cam Newton needs a psychiatrist because he does not want to be an NFL quarterback. He wants to be a diva, and that's the wrong position in the National Football League to try and be a diva. You have to be a leader. Cam has to fix himself.
Like Dak Prescott.
Prescott's a leader. Prescott, I've never said anything about
Prescott. Like Dak Prescott. I don't want my quarterback looking like he on going with the wind.
Able to reel it back to them Cowboys. Good try, though.
He always does. He always does. This whole show is a giant Dallas show.
Cello, do you care?
I
Carolina and Atlanta. Timmy, you after him. Carolina, Atlanta, at Carolina. Do you care who you got? They both 5
Yeah,
and 7, by the way.
you crazy.
Yeah, Atlanta. You got it. Atlanta. They playing Atlanta too.
It's at Carolina. They're both 5 and 7.
Carolina.
No.
Yeah, but
Atlanta.
man.
Timmy, Atlanta.
Yeah.
Okay. I got Carolina because of PJ Walker. But yeah, I think PJ Walker's gonna make the difference. It's documented. All right, let me keep it moving. Timmy, it's gonna be a tough one for you, buddy. New York Giants. I'm starting with you at the Chargers. Where are the Chargers? Los Angeles, San Diego. Where they at? So I don't say the wrong city. Where's the Chargers at?
Los Angeles.
Thank you. Cause they keep moving all over the place.
It's in Los Angeles.
So your New York Giants are traveling to the West Coast to play the Los Angeles Chargers. They're 7 and 5.
We have a broken system. We have a broken system when it comes to the Giants.
Thank you.
Y'all gonna win?
We gonna win.
You don't sound confident, and you breaking up. See, you wasn't telling the truth. That's why your screen froze, because you wasn't being real. Go ahead, try it again. Who y'all got? You got the Chargers, or y'all gonna win? Keep it real.
No way in hell you.
Cello, I'm gonna go to you. He froze. He told Timmy you like frozen. I'm trying to get your comment, but let me know in a second. Cello, I know you love your boys. What you think? Look at the face. Look at the content.
Man, I don't even know who. I don't even know who's gonna be the quarterback. I think Glenn. They saying Glennon didn't get a concussion, so supposedly he's gonna start at quarterback.
And we know how much you love his long neck, bro. So I know you're looking forward to him.
Yeah, they playing in San Diego. San Diego's the Chargers are the favorites.
Yeah.
So I'm biased in a mug.
Don't do
So I'm
gonna
pick the Giants for an upset.
Man, I want to hear it. What you got?
Pick the Giants for an upset. Giants for an upset.
Go ahead, Cello. I respect that. Look at that. Look at that.
I like our defense, man. I like our defense. Our defense is balling. They keeping it close.
Whatever his name is, the safety. Mark, don't be holding your head. He know what they able to do. He know they can. He know they can pull it out.
Mark, tell the truth.
To be honest, if Daniel Jones was playing, then I would feel comfortable with what you're saying. If Daniel Jones was playing, but according to your sources, and when I say your sources, most of the dudes who follow the Giants, all of a sudden Daniel Jones got a bad neck out of left field. So that might be sidelining them for maybe the remainder of the season with a neck injury. You know what I'm saying?
They didn't say it's gonna be for the season.
Well, I mean, he's definitely not playing this week.
Well,
and Glennon,
no, he's not playing.
Maybe
No, he's
not
playing
over the game. Maybe
Saquon might if you had
Jones not playing this week.
I would have said, you know what, Giants defense can keep him in the game. Y'all keep it close. Maybe even pull up the upset. But without Daniel Jones and the way we watched Glennon play last week, it might be a massacre, bro.
51-3.
Yeah, Glennon is terrible, bro. He is terrible.
David said he wanted Glennon back, though. He said he liked Glennon. He want Glennon.
Who said that?
What I do like, hey, Cello, what I wanted to ask you was, who my man backing up Barkley? What's homeboy name?
Oh, Booker.
I like that 1-2 punch.
Booker came from he was on the Raiders. Right?
Yeah, I like Booker. I like the fact that y'all at least giving him enough time to spell Barkley and keep him fresh. So if y'all get to run the ball and running it,
if they go back a couple of weeks, Mark, I told them they better keep that young man. It was like back,
listen,
I think like week 3, 4. I said y'all better keep Booker. Booker's nice.
They should have never let my man go. Who they drafted? Y'all should have kept
Wayne
now. I think
Wayne.
I like
Wayne Gallman.
I think y'all should have kept him.
Okay.
Yeah, he was good.
Yeah, Gallman was with us, and we cut him during the preseason, which was stupid. I didn't think that was a smart move, but he would. I think he's with either Carolina or the Saints. He took one of them. Oh no, he with Atlanta. He with Atlanta.
Yeah, he with Atlanta.
Yep, Gallman's with Atlanta. Yep. All right. I got the Chargers. I'm sorry, they going 8-5, bro. I don't see y'all beating them. There's no way, shape, or form. I don't see y'all doing it. No disrespect. It's just they're really tough, man, and y'all got a lot of holes. So,
Up, man.
yeah, I'm
They
gonna keep
just
it moving. Terrence is not on here, but it will be the Lions in Denver. Anybody got Denver losing to the Lions? I don't.
Wait.
You got them losing?
No. Hit me out. The Giants are going to lose 51-3, and this is the game that Joe Judge gets fired.
Yeah, he's so disrespectful.
Yo, this is the game Joe Judge gets fired.
Getting...
The Giants are going to lose 51-3, and this is the game Joe Judge gets fired because he's the problem in New York.
Listen, don't be hating on the special teams guy that climbed the ladder and skipped coordinator and jumped the head coach. Don't hate on him.
Listen to what you just said. Listen to what you just said. Just put this out as guru status. The Giants get blown out by 5 touchdowns, and Joe Judge gets fired.
Yo, if y'all lose 51-3, David is so accurate, it's on point because they are gonna run him out of town if y'all get blown out.
Has anyone put up 51 points on the Giants this season?
Joe Judge gets fired
Joe
before
Judge
he
is
gets on
bad.
the bus to go back to New
Yo,
York.
I can't believe you like that dude, fellow.
Joe Judge, yo.
It ain't happening.
It ain't happening. All right, let me keep it moving. So again, Denver and the Lions. Nobody cares. Everybody say Denver. I got Denver.
Oh no. Yeah, Denver easily. We're not gonna disrespect.
It's in Denver too, by the way.
Yeah, we're not gonna disrespect Terrence while he's on his honeymoon. Denver wins 17-10.
Nah, he came back. He came back.
Denver wins 17-10.
Hold up. Who said that? Say that again. Who said that?
I said we're not gonna disrespect Terrence because he's on his honeymoon.
Oh yeah. He actually had sent the message and said he was gonna be on 25 minutes ago, but you know you
lied to us, Terrence. You lied to us, man.
All right, drum roll. My 49ers is going to Cincinnati, man.
I like y'all up, man. I like y'all up. I already see Jamar Chase killing y'all. Killing y'all.
34-17. 34-17. Joe Mixon runs for 200 yards.
Easy.
34-17. Joe Mixon runs for 200 yards.
Yeah.
Ruben, can you talk to your boy and tell him to stop whatever it is
that I got the 49ers. I believe in the 49ers this game. I believe in them.
You're talking crazy.
I believe in them, man. I believe in your boys, man.
They 7-5. We 6-6. We should have got our 7th win this Sunday, but we missed it because of a no call, because of the refs. We're going to go down there, and we're going to get that win this week. We're going to run it down their throat, man. I'm telling you.
Yo, Mixon looking like
I apologize for not sending you the link on Sunday, but that was just Mike's time to cry over a non-call and come on early. Mark, don't do that. If y'all didn't have 9 calls, y'all called
Hey, David, I'm just listening to what you just said that Mike wanted to come on for a 9-call. I couldn't use that excuse and come on live for a 9-call, but Mike can come on for a 9-call.
Hey, we came on Sunday. I had 29 penalties in one game. It's nothing we can do about it.
Ruben, we came on Sunday for a 9-call and I didn't log you on. And what Mark is referring to is the 13 times his cornerback got burnt when we beat them on Thanksgiving Day.
And poetic justice served. And poetic justice was served the very next week when you got held and you didn't get the call.
Listen, I ain't listening to none of them. Ruben, you got my Niners. Applause to you. I ain't messing with Mark and David. In my opinion,
trash.
That's all I had to say. Cello, who you got? My Niners or the Bengals? It's in Cincinnati. What you got? Keep it real, Cello. Roscoe, look.
It's in Cincinnati. It's in Cincinnati.
In the jungle.
They doing their thing. I gotta go with the Bengals on this one.
Disrespect.
Yeah, I gotta go with the Bengals on this one, man.
So I got
y'all don't put fear into nobody.
Timmy, you said who them will? You said they gonna whoop the what? Who they will nail the Niners? I know you talking about you insulting my Niners, but since you spelled it wrong, I ain't even comment on it. You talking about they gonna whip my Niners. I know that's what you're trying to say. Mark, who you got? I think it's pretty clear. You got us.
Now,
Trash!
Go ahead.
I think when it's all said and done, y'all might come away with 14 points. I don't see y'all got a cornerback. I don't think one of your cornerbacks can stick any of their receivers.
We can't.
Not Chase, not what's the other cat name?
For them, I don't even know.
Nah, he nice. I got his name right at the tip of my tongue.
What defense they got?
Higgins.
That's why I'm not even
Higgins,
rebuttaling because I already know.
You got Higgins and Chase. Yeah, they're gonna light y'all up, and then on top of that,
I ain't worried about their defense. And we throwing them. Debo back. So watch. Debo back.
You got to stop the run, though. You can't stop the run. You ain't gonna be able to stop the run.
I'm more worried about Chase than Mixon. Mixon might get 90 yards, 100 yards, but he ain't gonna. Chase could get 150 to almost 200 on us. Like
Mixon scored damn near 2 touchdowns the last 3 games. He ran hot, man.
Yeah, he ain't getting that against us, man. We ain't.
I don't know, Mike.
We built for power backs. We're not good for.
You do know Cincinnati don't have no defense either.
Thank you. He'll know. He'll know that. He only know the offense.
I haven't seen anything out of the Niners because last week I saw Russell Wilson, who having a down year, totally decimate the Niners and make it look easy and keep their scoring down. And that's how you.
We was 1-9 away from winning that game. 1-9 call. But it's all good. All right, so
Mike,
go ahead. Say that again. Go ahead, David.
Mike, what's the main problem with the 29ers? Because defensively, y'all pick it up. Offensively, y'all seem like a 2-trick pony. What's the main problem with the 29ers?
If I can be honest with you, we don't take enough shots. Jimmy G is a dink and dunk type of guy. And luckily, Debo has adjusted his game to be where he can catch a 10-yard route, 15-yard route, and go. All of our receivers don't have that kind of capability, but they can go deep. He don't throw it deep. If you get a 30-yard pass from him, that's a miracle. He don't throw 30 yards and above. He don't do that. Now, Trey Lance only knows 30 yards and above. That's why he's not in the game. So next year, when he gets in, we're going to be playing the long ball. I'm telling you that in advance.
Y'all have the fastest linebacking core in the NFL with those two. The secondary could get fixed.
That's
but I don't understand what's happening. Yes, they have the fastest linebacking core. Yeah. Their linebacking core is faster than Tampa Bay while Mark looking at me crazy.
I wouldn't say faster, but we're up there. I think Smith is
I just don't understand what's happening with that offense.
Identity. We look good, and then, like I said, Jimmy G just don't.
Could you do me a favor? Could you name me the Niners linebacking core? Because I don't know any of them bums.
There's some disrespect to Al-Shazar.
Except for the dude who look like a bootleg Jalen Smith.
Fred Warner and Al Arzaire are the fastest linebackers.
Don't do that, man. Don't do that, man. Don't disrespect.
They're faster than White and David, and they're faster than Parsons and Eldridge.
He got us losing and he knew his stuff. Applause to you, man.
He's faster than Parsons.
And Eldridge is one block away from having a broken neck. So Alzaire and Fred Warner are the fastest linebacking core in the NFL.
By the way, Bosa got 13 sacks. Y'all don't mention Bosa at all. Bosa got 13 sacks. I'm just going to leave it at that.
Bosa plays end, not linebacker. But
I know. I'm talking about linebacker. I'm talking about just in general. Because Mark keep talking about
my linebacker got 10 sacks.
Alzaire and Warner, Fred Warner from BYU, because I'm a BYU buff, obviously.
Yes, you are. You are
the fastest linebacking core in the NFL. It's not Parsons and Eldridge. It's not Parsons and Neal, because Neal is really a safety. It's not what
that's what I was about to say, because I'm listening to you. I'm listening to you, and I'm using safeties and linebackers, and you telling me his linebackers is faster than my safety lineup at linebacker. I don't.
Because you're using a safety at linebacker, so that means he's not a linebacker. He's a safety. That means there's a problem because your defensive coordinator can't coach.
I don't know. Jalen Smith is gone. Lee retired. Who's your starting linebacker?
Keanu Neal plays linebacker for us. Neil and Van Der Esch.
A broken neck Van Eltridge, and a safety that plays linebacker. So they're not linebackers. I don't want to hear that.
Another Dexter
First of
Coakley?
all, wait, because you talking like you know my defense, and I can't let you sit and talk like you know anything about
everybody's defense.
You ain't gonna sit there and talk to me about my defense when we rotate linebackers in the box, because that's what we do, David. You know that. You see how we use our safeties. I'm talking to that.
Look, another Dexter Coakley is what they got on their squad. What up, Rick? I hear you in the background, man. I know you hear your business. Listen, man. So that's the last. So nobody. So Ruben, shout out to you, man. What up, Rick?
What up, dude?
What's going on, man? You see it? Yeah, man. We doing fanatics. I know your hours is weird over there, but one day I gotta get you on here because you and David, I know y'all gonna talk your ready to talk till we can't hear no more. So
all he do is brag over here. That's all he does. David, to let you know, that's all he does is brag on your behalf over here since y'all beat us.
Because we 100% silver and black forever. he got me hooked on silver and black.
Hey, Ruben, mind you, that my brother, you looking at the one in the black that's on the screen right now is a Raider fan. Mark is a Cowboy fan, and they were in the same house together watching that game. So you know how that played out. I can only been a wild for that game.
Oh, man.
Ruben, guess what?
How many dishes did he break in the process of being so upset? I know he broke like one.
I had to hear about that. How much we cheated for 5 days, bro.
See?
5 days. He's still talking about it.
That's not real.
You already knew you was
going to say something to y'all.
Ruben,
right now. That man in the background is the one who got me hooked on the Oakland Raiders. So thank you, Rick, for that. Didn't even know you was coming on here.
I didn't know that. That's horrible for you to have done that, Rick, to convert him like that. That's crazy.
Yo, the best part is, hey, Mike, guess who saw me?
Like to ever do that to
guess
that young
who saw me my Super Bowl party? When we win the Super Bowl, guess who be throwing the party?
Hey, make sure y'all got the roast. Hey, bonfire. I gotta do the bonfire the pig, brother. Roast the pig.
Yep.
Shoot.
You know what happened? Hey, after the Cowboys win the Super Bowl, I'll cut the PlayStation off.
Facts. Yeah, listen, that's the only way you're gonna get that Super Bowl is on simulation, Mark. Go ahead and enjoy that, man.
That's it.
Man. Do like I used to do. Put the controllers in the middle, let the game play itself, and see how it play out, man. Actually, that's a good segue because we're about to move on to the next part. But I wanted to mention to y'all that I didn't know if y'all noticed or not, but EA Sports just announced that by 2023, that college football, the game that they couldn't, because of the licenses and all of that, they ended the game. They're actually looking to bring it back in 2023. This is for the college football heads that used to buy. I literally own every version of NCAA football that ever came out. I have every version for 2, 3. I think it stopped at 4. I had like every one of them. So I'm hoping that they bring it back. So now, mind you, with the whole name, image, likeness thing, they got to pay these players now for using their images in the game. So it's interesting how that's going to play out. But according to what's been leaked from them, it's a 4-year deal. So I think it's to 2027 or something like that. And, they got to work out the payments and all of that. But 2023 is when they looking to bring that back. I just wanted to throw that out there for any game heads that might be on. So go ahead, David.
Here goes the sad part about that, right?
Okay.
SEC players gonna get paid. Pac-12 players gonna get paid. Big 10 players, Big 12, whatever they call themselves now, gonna get paid. MEAC players might see $800 a week. AAC players might see $800 a week. When is it going to be a balance? When are we just going to stop cheating people because of what we perceive to be fair value.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's gonna be crazy. It's just the NCAA way of let's try to cover this up, but not really cover this up because we're once again going to try and find a way to put money in our pockets instead of putting money into everybody's pockets. I guarantee you when they try to play for the name, image, and likeness categories, that nobody playing at St. Peter's College, when I pick St. Peter's College to go play on there, it's going to be getting paid any type of money.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. It's insane. Stop cheating these college. I don't even say athletes. Stop cheating these professional players who are bringing you millions and millions of dollars over the years.
Yep.
Like it's sad.
There's a movie that's coming out. I don't know if it's a Netflix movie or what, but it's a movie that's coming out that's literally dealing with. Somebody sent it to me. Shout out to Aaron. He sent it to me earlier this week, and the movie's literally talking about. It's showing a guy that's a projected #1 pick. I think they have a bowl game coming up, and right before the bowl game, he highlights how much his coach makes, how much the team is gonna make. You know, the university, how much the TV contracts are. He blows everything up. And he basically asked for the players to boycott and strike and not play in the bowl game. So it's a real big topic of conversation. So I don't know the name of it right now on the top of my head. I wish I did, but that's a really good movie with some reality ties to it. So yeah, with all of these name, image, and likeness deals, EA Sports gonna have to figure out how they're gonna do it. But like you said, the Alabama's gonna get the big cuts, the Notre Dames, but the little schools like Louisiana Tech and Arkansas State. Nope, you're not gonna get that. Even Liberty, because Liberty got a quarterback that's projected to go first round this year.
Malik Wilson, yes. I'm a college football buff. Malik Wilson.
So because of that, Liberty should be up there like that. I mean, they got a Nike contract, so they I'm sure there are people know how to negotiate that. Go ahead, Mark. Oh, you froze, Mark. Go ahead, Mark. No.
I just want to go off of what David said because I think David right, and I'm just going to add Jackson State to that list. Because now you have to recognize the HBCU. You got to recognize them. So they're going to have to get paid. You're going to have to recognize the smaller schools. So somewhere along the line, they just going to end up having to pay college athletes. And they're going to have to give them some kind of stipend if they are. Now, don't get me wrong, David. I get what you're saying. The FBS system, the playoff system teams, as in the big colleges, are going to probably want more money. But the fact that the smaller schools and HBCUs right now are making come-ups, in big strides, by the time this deal is finally finalized, I think that they're going to have to go back to the drawing board because you're not going to be able to shortchange athletes. If I'm playing at small school like Liberty, like David said, and I'm one of the top quarterback prospects out, I want to get paid just as much as my man quarterback in the USC. You know what I'm saying? Or Notre Dame or whatever. So,
You've reached guru status. Wow.
You got to think about think about where John Morant came from. Look at the school he came from, John Morant.
Yeah.
And look what he's doing in the NBA right now.
That's a good point. Yeah, because I guess now that they open this door up for NCAA football, I'm assuming they're gonna have to do the same thing for NCAA basketball too.
But you remember
basketball.
The game used to have just the numbers, and you add the players' names to the numbers.
You had to add the value.
To give you the names, you had to load it into the thing, man. I
remember
choice from somebody. I mailed my memory card to them so they can load the names, and they mailed it back. I remember
you literally spent a whole day doing like multiple teams and putting down, get the college football book, and then you take an NCAA and you going through the names of everybody on the roster, trying to match the number with the roster. So when you play, it's authentic. But now, like David said, they want to actually use the likeness of that character. They're gonna have to pay.
Yeah,
they're gonna have to pay.
Ruben, let me ask you, since you're in the Atlanta area and y'all got every kind of school, y'all got all the big schools in that area. Is there is there gonna be? Is that something that you can? Is there any interest from your side in terms of like keeping up with how that's gonna play out for the college kids? And now that they're getting paid for their name, image, and likenesses, do you feel like there's certain schools down in your area that will get the big contracts as opposed to some of the smaller ones?
Only two I can probably come off the top of the head and say it is University of Georgia and Georgia Tech. But Georgia Tech is mainly a basketball school, so.
Oh, okay.
They're not really. They got a football team, but they don't go nowhere. So
yeah. I was watching this spring football game when they was okay, but they wasn't nothing that like pop like you said. Yeah, Georgia. Right. Yeah,
I gotta mention this too.
Go ahead.
I gotta mention this, man, because I don't know if y'all aware, but Rutgers just beat the #1 basketball team, Purdue. Rutgers. They beat the #1 ranked basketball team. Listen. And Ron Harper's son, Ron Harper Jr.
I didn't even know he had a son that
Rutgers he dropped 30 points.
Woo!
Yeah.
And
tonight.
They say he's the first player to drop 30 points on a #1 team in college history in like mad years or something like that.
Wow.
Ron Harper's son, Ron Harper Jr.
And a win. Not just dropping 30 points, but in a win, because I was going back and forth on that all tonight. Like seriously.
That don't surprise me because Rutgers been making noise for the past couple of years in basketball and football.
But they never did this.
They moved to the Big Ten for nothing. They moved to the Big Ten because their team was balling, man. They getting
their due. They getting their due respect.
Yeah,
I used to play with them. I used to play with them on Madden.
Yeah.
Man, not Madden, but Madden. I used to play with them on the NCAA college football.
That's crazy,
That wishbone.
So is Rutgers ranked? They wasn't ranked prior to this game.
Nah,
they wasn't ranked, right?
They unranked.
Wow, that's a big win. Wow.
This the headline. This the headline right now.
Well, he got on that radar, man. If he balling like that, I didn't even know he had a son there. That's you just gave me some good information, man. Good information.
Rutgers actually 5-4 after tonight. And Purdue was 8. Purdue was 8-0, and they was #1 ranked team.
Wow! Congratulations to Rutgers, man. Listen, we Jersey all day. We love to see that.
Remember, Greg Schiano had Rutgers balling too before he left.
Yep.
He was getting Florida. He was snatching up mad Florida kids when he was up there. I remember that.
Yeah. Didn't he go back to Rutgers?
He's still there.
He went back. He went back.
They gave him anything he wanted now. He's still there, right, David?
Mm-hmm.
No. Greg Schiano left. They have a new coach. He's been there for like 3 years. I forgot where Greg Schiano was at. I'll look it up.
He came back.
I thought he was still there, bro.
No, he came back.
No, Greg Schiano's not the Rutgers head coach anymore.
Okay.
Hold on. Didn't he leave and come back? He left and came
back. I thought he left and come back. He came back.
He went back. Yeah. I didn't know he went back.
He went back. This time they gave him more power than he had before.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's how he pushed for that Big Ten thing, and he was able to get it because of his relationships with everywhere he go, he's seen the turn the program around. So
everywhere he go, he wins.
They need to change the name Rutgers. That's #1. That's why nobody likes going to Rutgers, because they need to change that to New Jersey State University or whatever you want to call it, university. Change the stupid uniforms and get that goofy R off the helmet, man.
That's why there's already a
name after 120 years, helmet, man. Mark, let's just change the name after 120 years, Mark. Stop that.
I'm just saying, David, when it's recruiting time and you go, matter of fact, I had a friend of mine, my boy Keith Price, who used to play for Rutgers. He said they went to Penn State, and the people at Penn State was like, what the hell is a Rutgers? So think about that. He at Penn State, and they saying, "What the hell is the Rutgers?"
I got a kid that might be going to.
It's
that's
120 years of. It's
say nothing.
120 years of heritage. Don't do that.
Rutgers,
No,
I
if
love
I'm not mistaken,
Yeah,
like
but
you,
Rutgers played the first college game, right? Didn't Rutgers play the first NCAA game? If I'm not
back in
mistaken.
the 1900s.
Yes, Rutgers has more experience than Notre Dame and Penn State. Yes.
Easily. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's like, look, as long as they winning, nobody ain't gonna care about the name.
Hey man,
as long as they winning, man.
That's a big move. They beating #1 team in the nation, and then Ron Harper
I'll
Jr.
I just don't like the name Rutgers.
Thanks.
Horrible.
Tim said 1869. Where the heck he get that from?
Listen,
he might be.
Speaking of which, I'm glad y'all said that we hit that 2-hour mark.
Something years of experience.
I want to put this out here. Giants fans, I'm gonna let Steve know. Next week, we didn't pushed it off. We didn't give y'all an extra 3-4 weeks. Clash of the Fanatics Giants edition has to happen next week. I'm hoping we can do it, man, so I can test y'all knowledge out and see how you Giants fans fare against each other. Everybody on here has had an opportunity. Ruben, you just started, just coming on the show. So, but I have a feeling you know your stuff. So just know there'll be a time where you'll be in a Clash of the Fanatics as you stand on the show where you'll go against another team, and we'll ask that person questions about your team, and like you guys got to be able to answer it. So whoever wins.
All I'm saying is this: because they made us wait 5.5 weeks, I'm gonna go a little bit beyond 1984 for all three of them. 2 of them was on here right now. The other one is hiding. I'm gonna go a little bit beyond 1984. I won't go past 1980, but they made us wait 5.5 weeks. So Steven Cello.
Well, I'll tell you right now.
Y'all about to get that work.
You ain't getting none. You ain't getting none from me from that time, brother.
You'll get a question
right now.
I'm
gonna go from the 80s up. Go ahead, Mark. 80s up. The 80s up.
You'll get a question from me like, who the only player to play with a broken ankle and run around like a crazed dog because he was so high off of cocaine? That'd be like one of the questions.
That was
Mike Irvin. You talking about Mike Irvin?
He's talking about Lawrence Taylor.
Lawrence Taylor.
I Terrell Owens in the Super Bowl until he said the cocaine part. I was like, he's not talking about him.
Everybody knew Lawrence Taylor was doing that coke, man.
Yeah, that's what he played with a broken ankle, man. You can play with a broken ankle.
We know what happened with Michael Irvin getting caught with all the coke. He's still probably on coke now. You see him on TV sweating. Something ain't right, but now we gonna leave that alone. He be up there sweating.
Now you're going against the judicial system. They ain't find no charges against my boy. You're not gonna make him guilty in the court of law.
You know who was running things back then.
He know, we know what they were doing. We definitely know he definitely got caught.
Right? That's allegedly, man. That's allegedly.
This is a fact. This is a fact. I want y'all to look this up.
Nate Newton didn't have 8 pounds of weed.
This Cowboy team of the 80s, 4 or 5 of them in jail right now. Look it up. One of them was transporting drugs across state lines. The man, yes, he know who I'm talking about. He know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about.
Fact.
I'm not privy to give away any information that will incriminate my boys any way, shape, or form. Everything that I hear is speculation.
In other words, that's what that means.
But I'm not knocking y'all. Y'all did your thing. But y'all had some brothers on that team, boy. They must be went to the projects and got. Good Lord.
Right now, bro, dudes was going across state lines with machine guns.
When they do
with drugs, guns, and I don't know what else he had. He probably had a couple of prostitutes, some midgets. I don't know.
Hey, somebody let him know he talking way too much. This might be a public show, and they might want to all of a sudden bring up some past stuff. I don't know nothing about. None he talking about. This is during a blurry Super Bowl. run. You know what I'm saying? I don't know nothing about none of that, man.
Mark,
I do know Nate Newton tried to cross state lines with 8 pounds of weed and wanted to be the best weed dealer in Dallas. But
Mark,
he
Nate Newton was ahead of this dispensary system. He was starting his own dispensary, and it was just a little bit too early.
I didn't say no names.
It's public
Ruben
knowledge.
is just as old as you, so he can go back in history of sports like the rest of us can't. Y'all almost the same age, so you can't fool him going back 7, 8, 9 years like you can fool the rest of us.
You pulled that out there. I didn't even know about that. I didn't know about the state lines and guns, man. You gave me more ammunition on it. No pun intended.
We gotta leave a woman out of this because that's unfounded and none of that was documented and nobody got charged for none of that. So the women, I don't know nothing about none of that.
Hey, Timmy got a message for you, Mark, as we get ready to close out. We hit our 2-hour mark. He got a little message for you so you can make sure you know what they called. Because I do remember them being called during that duration of time where all your players was caught in the hotel room and all that other stuff that was going on. So, they clean their act up. But listen, man, we're not even going to touch NBA tonight. We had so much fun covering NFL tonight. We did real good. So next week, anticipate for us to make sure as we hit the mid-mark, I usually give it an hour of NFL, then an hour of NBA and whatever else is in between. Next week, Cello, Timmy, Steve, if y'all are on, Clash of the Fanatics. I'm giving y'all a heads up. It's probably going to be from the 80s up till now. So you better know. You might want to go,
I need David to get 15 minutes by himself. I need David to be able to have 15 minutes so I don't get muted. I need David to have 15 minutes completely by himself so he can say everything that I know I would say. Because if you ask a question, I want to be able to ask questions. I want to know who got shot in the leg in the nightclub, who shot themselves like Cheddar Bob.
I like that.
I want to know who shot themselves like Cheddar Bob in the club.
How about y'all? How about David, Mark, pick like 2 or 3 questions that you want to ask them, and it don't have to just be me. I'll go to you for you to set the question up for them, and just make sure you have your answer ready.
I just said, who got shot like Cheddar Bob in the club? Who shot themselves like Cheddar Bob in the club?
We know who that was.
It was a giant wide receiver. I ain't gonna say no names.
All right, Cello, can you answer
don't say his name. Let them
Cello.
research it. Don't say his name.
Yeah, he won the Super Bowl for him on the catch, but you know.
Yeah, yo, he sound like Watney right now.
I want to know who went on the boat cruise with nothing but dudes. That's the next question. Who booked the boat cruise with nothing but dudes before the playoffs?
What that got to do with football, though? I'm waiting for a football question. You tell me about personal stuff.
All 6 of them. All 6 of them on a boat, no female.
I want to know who's starting Kinky Boots on Broadway. I need to know that too. Who started Kinky Boots on Broadway?
Yeah, that's a really good question because he did start a Pink. This is Fanatics. We reached our max, man. I'm done. I can't. He said Kinky Boots on Broadway. And I like that giant too. He was really good. His brother was better, but he was real good. Listen, man. Fanatics Live for the fans, by the fans. I can promise you, I can reassure you, I can guarantee you, you will not find another show like this anywhere where fans get to express themselves and talk candidly and be able to troll each other. So every Thursday night, make sure you catch us. Tell a friend, tell a neighbor. We still got some spots that's open where you can be on screen, but you can't come on if you don't know your stuff. Because as you can see, everybody trolls everybody, and I probably troll more than anybody else. That's why I asked Ruben, yo, what's your backup quarterback name? He didn't know it. Next time, he gonna know it because we troll on this show. That's what we do. Fanatics Live for the fans, by the fans. Shout out
Excellent work, Ruben. Excellent work, fellas.
Excellent work, man. I like y'all knowing y'all stuff. Y'all gave us some facts tonight. And if I gotta analyze and get a guru status tonight, man, I don't know, man. It's like a split. Y'all hit some stuff, man. Y'all hit some stuff. So I'm gonna reserve it. I don't have nobody that I can give it to, man. It's a good one. It's a good one. Go ahead, Mark.
Give me my guru status because I got the questions. I can't wait for next week. I want to know where John got where Gotti's buried at in the Meadowlands. I want to know how come the turnpike costs too much to get over to Giant Stadium. Why y'all don't have a monorail or train to go over there?
Yo, it's $30 It's $30 to park, and then you got to take a bus to get to the stadium.
I just want to know where Jimmy Hoffa is buried at. Was he buried
That's what
in
it
the
is. I want to know what
Meadowlands?
Hoffa is.
Left or right end zone? Yes.
They said what they said was the mob buried him in the end zone because they ain't gonna score that much, so they ain't gonna discover his body.
That's what I heard.
Which end zone? That's the question I want to know. The
No, and then I heard
which end zone they buried him in.
When they got the new stadium, I heard they put him in the middle of the 50 because it's like a trash compactor. That's the new stadium, right in the middle of the 50.
Like I said, trolling is what we do for the Fanatics Live, for the fans, by the fans, my brothers. I will catch y'all next week. Clash of the Fanatics is happening. Rain, sleet, or hurricane or tornado. Hopefully y'all are on. Do your Googles. We coming from 1980s to now, so we're going to give you a nice little mixture. So be ready. My money's on Timmy, like I said. I think Timmy going to pull it out, but we're going to see how it's going to play out. Cello.
My money on Cello, man. Cello on me all day. My money on Cello. I know Timmy know his, but I'm rocking with Cello.
All right, man. Y'all be good, man. Ruben, shout out to you for joining, man. Right. Appreciate you, man. You held your own, man. You're a fanatic now, brother. That's what we talking about. You welcome to come on wherever you want, brother.
That's a fact.
So, David, make sure you get his Facebook information so I can make sure that I add him to the chat. So this way he'll know when we go live and all of the nice conversations that we have offline. All right.
I was just about to do that. Soon as we go offline, brother.
Excellent. Shout out to y'all, man. Timmy,
hey, Ruben, show up next week, Ruben. Yeah. Show up Sunday, Ruben. I said try to show up on Sunday, man.
I'm gonna try and be here.
Yeah, we try to do a post-game recap fresh off of our games where we either frustrated or excited based on what happened. So I was frustrated and I wanted to do a post-game because we lost. But hopefully this week it'll be a good one. We'll send Jamar chasing them back to their locker room upset. So that's what I'm hoping for. So bang, night again. Bang. All right, we out of here, man. All right, y'all. Mad by the fans.
You ain't bang. You ain't bang.